hold it down.
It's performance over politics. Performance over politics. Performance over politics.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
So chase greatness and start understanding that he's gonna make everybody better.
Tape never lies.
I don't want to see your tape breakdowns if you cannot show me things that are negative about a guy that's on your current team.
Hashtag chase greatness. Hashtag take that.
Keep it 100.
Because I'll make this one more time clear. Caden Whitlow, cut it.
Keeping it 100.
He is the best quarterback I have ever scouted on tape.
The Chicago Bears select.
Guess who's back? The two dudes that kept it real. Dynamic duo that you love, the smartest man in Dr. Phil. Breaking down the film, never a problem, kick it straight. Most shows focus on stats, we focus on the tape. We keep it in 100, never running east or west. We coming with that truth, cause that's what our fans expect. Cut off the fake and anchor, moving forward to be free. But don't you worry, Shane's got the dumbest tweets. It ain't no secret, Phil and Shane got some haters. But now they're moused up like the Jew and now and laters. Debaters, straws get kicked like Coach Tabor. Cuts had to be made, we added a barber moderator. Up and down, boys got you double checking. Sad sack strolling like a fool drunk texting. Flexing on the truth cause you know they'll never change. Real, recognize real, that's what you get with Phil and Shane.
Give me some fucking names.
When you
Two
break it
fucking
down,
games.
fuck a play or a captain, all of the unfair. The tape never lies, the truth you see. We laugh, we analyze, so there's no babies like Maybelline. Straight to the truth with acumen and facts. We got a stat nerd, but he's not just giving nerd stats. Car crash, big impact like trip stat. Every Wednesday night you got the smartest man Phil back. Now we know you're smiling like a fat kid with fun dip. We're back better than ever and we keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100, baby.
Keep it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it
man.
100.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what is good, TTNL family? You know what it is. It's Wednesday night. Y'all are in the place to be.
As long as Cherie's happy, I'm happy.
Hi, Thomas. We a little light in the green room, but that's okay. Show must go on. We got so much to talk about. We down to our 53 men, so I know the guys got a lot to say about that. Without further ado, let me go ahead and bring in at least one of the guys you're really here to see.
Yeah, at least I showed up, right?
Gosh,
I tell
room is
you.
empty.
Man, what these guys are doing, Cherie.
Slacking.
Maybe they're. Did you watch Hard Knocks last night?
I did.
So, all right, I got to get this out there. Ivan's probably listening and laughing at me. The embrace with the mom. It was 1 minute and 4 seconds, Cherie.
Oh my gosh.
I get the emotion of it, but every person that I have talked to is like, holy fuck, how long is this going to go? It was uncomfortably long, right?
It was. It really was.
It was 1 minute, 4.38 seconds. I had a fucking
fact that you timed it.
Oh, you know me. I was sitting here with my son. I'm like, God damn. And it just kept on going. I mean, if we sat here silent for 1 minute and 4 seconds, everybody would be uncomfortable. It'd be like, what's going on? And I understand the emotion and everything, but damn, cut it in half. You know, they could have
all the clipping and editing that they do, they could have cut that. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, it's a mom's love, true love. I get all that. You tear your ACL, but I was waiting for the
I was waiting for the credits to start rolling right there. You know what I mean? It's like, geez. Yeah, 1 minute, 4 seconds. I thought it was, about 34 seconds too long, Sheree.
Of course you timed it.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. It was, and I agree with Carrie. It was very awkward to watch and unnecessary.
Yeah. And well, Oracle, I would hug my mom for 20 minutes. My point is, in a made for TV event, you can still show the emotion, but I stringing it out for 1 minute and 4 seconds. I just thought it was a little bit too much. And
not saying that, they were wrong. Of course, like you said, we get the emotion and understand that, but it's just for a viewership, from a viewer's point, we didn't need to see it for that long. Yeah, and it was, I just thought it was, I sound like the old man yelling at my lawn. I'm sure. I guess that's sucks about getting old, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, exactly. Jake, I get it. I was looking, if you run it back, DJ Moore walks out and he looks over and he's like, what? I was doing the same thing. I'm like, am I stream buffering? And then it just went for another 40 seconds after that. But yeah, see, Carrie's with us. He knows. Right. But what did you think of the episode overall, Sheree? It wasn't. I will say I like the insight. Of course, I'm not. I am one of them people that I don't need to know the back end of how stuff works. Just as long as it works, I don't care. But I am enjoying seeing that, like even just how they started, just talking about how they wanted to break the roster now. Yep. I enjoy seeing that aspect of it. So I mean, besides the lengthy hug. Yeah. I don't have too many other complaints about it. So I think we'll see a little bit more of the behind the scenes talk, for the roster construction next week, because the cuts had to be in by 4 p.m. That's only 5 hours before the show goes live. So you got to remember, these guys got to edit all this stuff together. They'd have to pull all the tape from that, and it's obviously a huge undertaking. But I got to be honest, if this wasn't the Bears, I would have tapped out a long time ago. Probably. On watching it. Probably. Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you said the Giants one was not necessarily good, but enlightening. Yeah. Well, see, but I haven't watched any of them. Here's my thought process, and I think it was Ivan I was talking to. He does the recap, the breakdown as soon as the Hard Knocks show ends. Ivan goes live to talk about it. I actually think the Bears would have been better on the off-season Hard Knocks, because that's where all the drama is for the Bears. They had so much stake. Number one pick, 2 top 10 picks, the Justin Fields trade, all of that. You kind of we would have known the outcome, but you would have been on the edge of your seat with every little thing that was said. This roster, other than like the very end of it, running back 4, the 5th and 6th defensive end, really everything is already settled. There's not a lot of drama, so it can get a little bit stale. So to me, the Bears would have been fantastic on the Hard Knocks off season, because that would have been, even if I'm not a Bears fan, I would have, whoever it was with at the number 1 pick, the 9th pick, trading Justin Fields, all of that stuff, that would be must-see TV for any NFL fan. I think it would have drawn in people. About it, that was the talk of the offseason. What are we going to do with Justin Fields? What are we going to do with the number 1 pick? That was the whole offseason, all the talk was. So, no, I agree with you on that. And I have and this is my bias, I enjoyed the Sears Tower thing. Yeah, I mean, I love seeing Chicago. That's just my own little bias. Anytime they were gonna, I love it. You knew they were gonna put that in there somehow at some point. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. And the comparison between the Ferris Bueller scene. Yeah. Look, don't get me started. I love that scene. I don't care what y'all think. Oh yeah, bringing up Sloan from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh yeah, no, I get it. I just think it's
it's cool because it's the Bears, it's our team, and we want to see some behind the scenes stuff. But it's pretty,
Yeah.
or it's
very
it's pretty ordinary. You know what I mean? And that's fine. It doesn't. I just think that it could have been very dramatic if the Bears were the off-season one, and unfortunately, it really sounds like there's probably not going to be any more of that for any team after the Giants fiasco. I don't know. Tom Waddle talked about it, and Ryan Poles himself said, he goes, I think they're going to get a really hard time getting any team to agree to the off-season one. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah. But anyways, beyond that, Sheree, maybe we're flying solo all tonight.
Maybe you will. Well, not your 7-minute show, but
Yeah. I can do a lot of damage in 7 minutes.
well, I've heard.
Yeah.
Roster.
Yeah.
Of course, I know the big thing is, and I will say this before Phil comes in and does his rant. Of course, Velus Jones was the biggest disappointment for me.
Yeah.
I do feel like maybe we could have kept one of the other tight ends or anybody over Velus. Like, I was so disappointed when I saw that I had to go back and look at the roster again, because once I saw his name, I was like, this is so disappointing.
It really sounds like, I mean, we haven't talked to a lot of people, but a couple of the people that we know people that make decisions, it really sounds like Velus was never in jeopardy, really, once they moved him, because he's shown them a lot on the practice field. And again, I get it. Everybody here knows that I've never been a Velus Jones fan. I was banging the drum for him to move him to running back way before they finally did, just to try something different with him. My point is, my overall thought process is, how nice is it that we're complaining about running back 4 rather than QB1, or, you know, we need a top flight wide receiver, or do we have a tight end that knows how to play? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to lose any sleep that he's on there, especially with Ian Wheeler tearing his ACL, because I think that there's a lot of talent there. I don't think he's ready to be on an active 53 roster, just in terms of his pass pro and the little nuances. I mean, you saw it in some of the clips. They are trying to harden that dude, and they're blowing him up. He's got a lot to learn about to be a professional running back. But so the year off, kind of behind the scenes, and Ian Wheeler, if you really listen to that clip when he's talking to Ryan Poles, he said, kind of sitting back and seeing where I need to improve. You know, sitting back for a year is probably going to help me. And I totally agree with him. So
yeah,
the Velus stuff, and I know we're a performance over politics, network. That's kind of why I played that little clip there in the beginning. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over RB4. I mean, if he gets one or two.
When I looked at the roster, they have him listed as the wide receiver, not a running back, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that's probably just a little bit of a poker game, that for them to be, they do weird shit like that. I don't think they have much interest in him being a wide receiver at all. But I just got a text message from Mr. Vargas. He was a little bit late at work and he's heading home now. Haven't heard from the other guy. I don't know where the hell he is.
Haven't heard from the coach.
Yeah, who knows where that guy is.
So another thing, what are your thoughts on just the 2 QBs? I know we signed Austin Reed to the practice squad. That was something else I was thinking that we would keep 3.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by it. To this point, I don't think Brett Rippon has signed anywhere with anybody. So Dan Weeder earlier in the day today, he didn't think that the Bears would add Austin Reed to the practice squad. He thought if they signed anybody, it would be Rippon.
Mm-hmm.
Because more so in the classroom. I guess he's really connected with Caleb, kind of like behind the scenes. And I know Austin and Caleb are friends, but odds are a guy like Brett Rippon, if you need to bring in an extra arm in October or November, there's usually guys like that out there that are available.
Yeah.
So I just love, and I'm never going to complain about the Bears having a young developing quarterback, even beyond Tyson Bagent and Caleb Williams on the practice squad developing, because that's currency at some point. Because you know what's going to happen? My son and I were talking about it today when I was getting home from work. He was talking about Tyson Bagent. And Tyson Bagent is the ultimate poker chip. He's going to be your backup quarterback this year and probably next year. And then beyond that, even if he doesn't play, his value is going to go high because he's shown glimpses.
Yeah.
He's going to be a trade chip. Somebody's going to offer up in all talks there are going to start with a second-round draft pick for Tyson. That's what it is. They're trade chips. And when you move off of Tyson, maybe Austin Reed is ready to go. The funny part is, and Ryan Cox brought this up, Austin Reed on the practice squad is the oldest quarterback in the quarterback room. And he's an undrafted rookie this year. He's older than Caleb Williams. He's older than Tyson Bagent.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
Yep. So the Bears clearly have the youngest quarterback room in the entire league. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but the Bears are doing un-Bears like things. They've never done it before. You know, we used to have a quarterback room that had Andy Dalton and Nick Foles in it, and now we actually have some quarterbacks beyond QB1 that are young and actually have upside and look like they can play and develop.
And what was the other one, the giraffe neck one that Phil loves ranting about? I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why I'm drawing.
Who are we talking? What'd you say?
Giraffe neck.
Oh, Mike Glennon.
Yes.
Yeah. Glennon. Yeah, we don't miss him.
And speaking of Mr. Ryan Cox.
Yeah. I knew that Ryan was going to put that in there. He texted me earlier today. He goes, how many DMs and comments you think you're going to get over the next couple of days from people asking about Micah Parsons? And I said, it's already started. I've gotten a bunch of DMs, a bunch of text messages, and hey, the Cowboys think they're going to be contending for a Super Bowl. They're not entertaining any offers right now. It's not time. I think maybe if they bottom out, it'll be, in the off season, because they have a lot of decisions to make, but we'll see. But yeah, people need to put that to rest right now. Micah Parsons isn't leaving Big D. Why would you ever trade him right now when I don't think Dallas is primed for a Super Bowl, but they believe that. And they're not going to
believe that.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to trade a 24-year-old pass rusher right now before they got to put a lot of ducks in a row first to see how they're going to swim before they get to that point. That's for sure. But yeah, no, I'm just glad. I know. So just kind of let everybody kind of behind the scenes about what's going to be happening here. So next week on Keeping It 100, we're going to have Brett Maley. Going to have our guy back. Brett used to be on Pawn Stars, and he's always been a TTNL fan. Great dude. He's going to come on, and we do our over-unders every year with him for the Bears season, where he's going to give us what Vegas has down for the win total for the Bears and the yardage mark for Caleb, and we're going to go right through the roster and all of those and do our over-unders. And then I believe it's Courtney Cronin is coming up after that too. Not the same night. She had to push her appearance a little bit, but she's going to be coming up, and we're going to be talking Bears with Courtney Cronin, as some people like to call her, Cherie. But I'm not getting that.
Calling Brett Bailey the Jeepers Creepers guy.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be in here, isn't it? Isn't that our drop in here? Everything's out of order in here. Somebody's been moving this stuff, I think. Was it you, Cherie? There he is.
Jeepers Creepers.
That's Brett. Happy birthday to Brett's wife tonight.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday.
By the way, the big 5-0. And they are living it up in San Diego on a little getaway for her birthday. So got to chat with Brett for a little bit the other day. So hope they're having a great time. But yeah, so one more show to go on Hard Knocks, and it'll be interesting to see how they wrap it all up. And yeah, I think that there could have been a little bit more of Caleb overall. I know a lot of people have been talking about seeing kind of like behind the scenes and seeing what he's like maybe away from the football field, but it really seems like Kevin Warren and George McCaskey and the Chicago Bears overall are like, nah, we're not giving you access like that. So, but we'll see. I guess it's better than not having them on Hard Knocks at all. So,
yeah, because this is what everyone wanted.
Yeah. So let me bring this up here, Cherie. So the Bears roster moves. The Bears have signed 14 players to their practice squad. All 14 were released by the Bears the previous day. Linebacker Micah Baskerville, Theo Benedict, the Canadian Eagle, he's back. Steven Carlson, tight end, Byron Cowart, defensive tackle, Jake Curran, the OT, Colin Johnson, the receiver that obviously stood out in the Hall of Fame game, and everybody was overreacting and thinking that we were going to lose him. Quindell Johnson is a guy that the Bears actually claimed off waivers from the Rams in cut downs. It was either last year or 2 years ago. Carl Jones, I know we broke him down here on TTNL for the patrons. Guy that's got some upside. Defensive end, Jamry Chroma, Deshaun Mallory, the defensive tackle, Tavarius Moore, safety, Austin Reed, quarterback, who we already talked about. Everybody's favorite, Reddy Stewart, cornerback, and Ro Torrance, cornerback, to add to the practice squad. And there will be obviously some moves made there. I know the Bears are going to be bringing in a long snapper. I think his last name is Day, that they're going to end up adding to the practice squad and activating him on game day to take over, while our current long snapper Patrick Scales is rehabbing from his back surgery. And there was a report out there today that the Bears are also signing wide receiver Samari Toure from the Green Bay Packers to their practice squad. So we will we'll see how that goes. But I think that these practice squads, there's going to be a lot of them in flux, just like it's going to be, I think, the end of this roster once these guys, you get Scales back, and depending on what they do with Borum and Jacob Martin, the other defensive end, I think you're going to see some of these guys turned over. I mean, I tweeted this out. I told our patrons this. The initial 53 is not the final 53.
Yeah.
So we'll wait on that. And a lot of these guys that are at the bottom of the roster know, they're very well aware of that they could get a text at any time that says, hey, coach wants to see you, bring your iPad. And then their lives change. So, but being on the practice squad's not a bad gig at all. Actually, I got some numbers from Jeff Joniak. Let me grab those real quick if I can find them.
While you're looking for that, I do want to say I am a person that's guilty of getting hyped over.
Oh yeah.
People, because I was a big Tanner Gentry fan, because he always showed out.
Yeah, you and your guy Greg Braggs. Yeah, you guys are both pissed off about that one. But
oh my gosh, but it's one of them things that, yeah, with Colin Johnson, he had that good game, but just be cautious of people that have those flashes. We've seen that story way too many times.
Yeah, absolutely. Where did I put that? And I'll bring it up here, but it was actually pretty interesting. So you can see, just to get an idea of how much. Oh, and the Bears did lose tight end Brendan Bates to the New York Jets. They claimed him. So yeah, if you are a NFL player, and say if you are on the practice squad for all 18 weeks of the NFL season, your salary, depending on if you're called up on a game day or your years in the league. So the practice squad guys are going to make anywhere in the range from $225,000 to $383,400 over that 18-week period. So that's definitely not chump change for 18 weeks.
I mean, I
Of work
they
and
can
season.
sign me to the practice squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But got somebody in the green room. Looks like he's eating a stale hot dog. Some popcorn. Got a toothpick hanging out of his mouth. It's like some 9 and 10-year-olds have been running around the football field. He's drinking his Diet Dr. Pepper like Mark Hatley used to do. He's not even paying attention to us, Shuri, I don't think, back there.
Does he even have his headphones on?
Does he have his what?
His headphones on. Yeah, he does. I see.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think he's just trying to play it cool and pretending like he doesn't hear us.
Well,
Oh,
look
there
at
he
that.
is.
Yo.
Well, hello,
Yo.
Mr. Dr. Phil.
It's been a crazy few weeks here. Trying to get this football team ready to play. It's going to be rough night of practice tonight.
Uh-oh.
Late.
Kids aren't listening, it sounds like to me, huh?
No, it's not that. It's certain offensive line protections.
Oh, look, when he shows up, who else shows up?
Uh-oh.
There you go.
There's Miss Deborah.
What's up, Deb? We had a good guest that came out and spoke to the boys tonight. Dante Kelly, All-State
Nice.
wide receiver punt returner for Maloney High School. Came out, spoke to the boys. Then we turn around and have a bad practice. That's always great.
Aw.
So got a lot of work. We open up this Sunday and hopefully we got Friday. Tomorrow they have off because it's the first day of school. I don't know who came up with that, but
Yeah. First day on a Thursday.
so
Yeah.
That is weird.
we'll be going to school day off. Then Friday we will keep the blinds open when we go through special
Yeah.
teams, Shane.
Yeah. Let the masses know. Now, is this game going to have the ability to be streamed?
I don't know yet because there's been so many other issues that tackling that one has been put on the back burner.
Well, can't we get Miss Deborah a camera and she'll stand out there at the 50-yard line and record the whole damn thing?
That is
Trying
the
to
wrong.
get the drone. We're trying to get drones that rise out of the end zones.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get that.
Nice.
So the real question is, how can I get me a Wolverines hat?
Well, you could go on the site. The site is up and official. I'll have to get it. It's definitely something I'd have to text Shane. There's a bunch of Wolverine swag.
I want my
We have a
Wolverine
swag
hat.
shop that's better than TTNL's right now.
Yeah.
Because our girl, Steph Carl's.
This is true.
Caruso.
Jake. If Deborah Franklin was filming, that's where the camera would be pointed. You wouldn't get to see the babies.
Oh, boy. Come on.
Draft Dr. Phil mic'd up.
I love Cherie's mom.
She gonna
I
kill
have
me
no
for saying her
idea
name.
how do I get there? I got to text the link to Shane.
Yeah, we got to get that up because I'm getting my gear, but we still got to get it up for the.
Phil, what do you think of the Mary J. Blige swag that the lady down below is wearing?
Nice.
Pretty sweet, Shuri.
Phone is
Nice.
acting up, Shuri. Can't even get it to work. I lost all 192 text messages that Shane hates.
Shuri wants Mary J. Blige to run for president, I've heard. But that's
Yes.
for a different show.
I'm going to send this to you, Shane. I don't know.
Well, thank you,
I
sir.
have to give a different, because this is a lot of
Mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. So once you clear out that hoodie, then you could just scroll down. We got beanie pom-poms, warm-ups, hats, everything. So anyway, I appreciate that, Cherie. I'll text it to you too, Cherie. What am I doing?
Thank you, so I can get my stuff.
I was trying to. Maybe they have to pretty up their.
Do they send that? It says pick up from Maxwell Noble Drive. Do you have to pick it up?
Yeah, you have to. It'll be shipped there to the field house.
And then
You just gonna
Draft Dr. Draft Dr.
I'll
Phil
have
picks
to
it up.
send it to you, though.
Sends it to us.
Okay.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get it. I had to go pick up the coaches' shirts today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had most of the coaches, but some of them didn't have their shirts yet.
Thank you. I got it.
But yeah, rough few days. Shane, that whole other issue was cleared up, so that was a good sign.
Nice.
So
So
now
there
all those kids, there we go.
There we go.
Got some Southington Valley Wolverine swag.
Got the old warm-ups, blurry picture. Good job, Wolverines. Can't read it. There we go.
It's usually not blurry at all.
Southington Valley Wolverines in yellow, not orange. That's an upgrade. We like that.
Yes, that's
The trucker hat.
so they sent us the jerseys and it's the wrong color yellow. So instead of a bright yellow, it's like a old Bears gold throwback.
Yeah, it's like Alan Bratcher's Bears jersey from Kmart. You know, wrong color.
When we opened that box and saw that, well, Coach Fish sent me a picture, and I thought it was the lighting. I'm trying to call him. He's not picking up. And then I have a panic attack. Like, wait, is that the color yellow? They got it totally wrong. So I drove down to the field house where he's doing it, and he's like in shock. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Can't unpack this shit. They got it wrong. So now we called them. So we have to wear the wrong jersey this weekend on the white side so it doesn't look as bad.
Well, if anybody
away anyway.
Yeah, if anybody tuned in last week, me talking about colors and stuff, that was
Him
that was
taking
why.
shots at me, yes. He's driving me crazy because I was so upset. It happened last week.
I'm pulling the picture so we can put it up so people can see what we're talking about. I told everybody when I got into the green room, I told them, I said, Phil's going to be a little bit late. We had a little bit of a catastrophe with the uniforms. And they're like, oh, no, what happened? And I said, well, this happened. But I said, this dude's pissed. So don't anybody bring it up. And then, of course, Phil showed up. And I'm like, fuck it. I gotta go there.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I've ever been that mad and disappointed at the same time.
You've been madder. I know that.
My mom just sent me a text asking me to buy her a hat.
Look at that. She's going to support.
I'm getting direct orders.
Direct orders. Steph is putting in her order for that warm up, and you could put the kid's name and their number on it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. So just to let me set the scene for you fans here.
Behind the scenes, this is what happened.
The colors are based. I actually had something to do with the creation of this a little bit. Phil and I spent some time talking about the creation of this uniform. So the color scheme is supposed to be based off Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines.
Maize and blue.
Yeah, blue and yellow. Well, so when you look at this picture that I'm about to put up, if you look at the right side of the picture, that's what they're supposed to be.
We got a sample
of
what we were ordering. And
the sample of what they're ordering
we have
on the
it
right.
physically.
Then physically what they sent is what's on the left side of the picture
of your screen.
So, well, let's really set the scene here.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
What
So you could see the anger inside of me. It almost looks orange.
It's Tang. It's the color of Tang.
So you could see they put the wrong, and it's not that orange in person, but it almost. So the manufacturer put the wrong yellow in. It's almost like a gold, like the Notre Dame pants.
And where is the manufacturer? Pakistan.
It's in Pakistan, so they're 10 hours ahead. So we're trying to get a hold of the company. They're ignoring. I'm getting freaking pissed. You know me well enough that I'm taking it all the way to the top. They banned me, the league, from putting on social media. They're like, don't put it on your show. I go, I'll have every fan calling this fucking place. They won't even know. I was so infuriated, disappointed. And then we had to take pictures because the league needs the kids in their numbers. So we're taking them in this. Tonight we actually weighed in. So that ate into practice. Then we had a guest speaker. It ate into practice. So, but it looks. I was so pissed. I was like, get me the practice jerseys ASAP, and we'll wear those until we get the reels. So they made it right. They're gonna rush them. We might even get them on Friday. They're saying. So if we get them on Friday, we'll have the right jerseys.
Until they come out purple.
Exactly. You're gonna be opening the box very carefully.
Right. Ken Morford, $4.99. Thank you, Ken. We appreciate it. Super chats are open, as you can see. I'm going to enjoy so much watching the season with you all. You are the true source of reason for all of us Bears fans. Keep it 100. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. Put that in the YouTube comments, Ken.
Let's get some positivity in there. Yeah.
YouTube
positivity in the YouTube. That would be nice.
So, Phil, before you got here, Cherie and I were talking about you and I talked for a couple minutes on the phone. There he goes again, Cherie.
Hi, Steph.
Steph, Cherie, and Shane say hi.
Can you let
forget about you?
Can you let Rome out, Steph? Thank you.
It's Thai Wednesday again, Shane.
Nice.
Thai Food Wednesday.
Nothing wrong with that. Cherie and I were talking about the some of the people in the chat were fired up, but I understand the emotion of the moment and everybody loves their mom. But what was your thoughts on the 1 minute, 4.38 second embrace on Hard Knocks last? I thought it went about 34 seconds too long. What say you?
Yeah, I thought they jumped the shark in trying to capture the moment where they could have cut away.
Yeah. Weren't you waiting for the fucking credits just to start rolling right then? Because I'm like looking down at my phone and I had to rewind. I'm like, I got to fucking put a stopwatch on this bitch. This is taking forever.
I almost thought it was paused for a second.
That's one of the people in the comments said, he goes, I thought my stream was buffering. Like I didn't know if it had paused.
No, it was a little long. I mean, I knew.
Yeah, the moment I get.
It's like a clap trap. I think the director, producer, editor, whoever decided it was just a little too long.
Yeah.
They wanted to capture the essence of the moment. And it definitely was. For some people, they were trying to get the emotion to have you well up or feel something, and I get it. But
speaking of the clap trap, no Angelo tonight.
What?
Right, Cherie?
No Angelo.
Yep. Cherie killed it. No, there wasn't really any Velas rant. FQD.
Not yet. We got to see what Phil wants to say.
Yeah, I know he was. Yeah, I'll let him.
Well, finish this. I mean, or we could talk Hard Knocks later if you want to talk Velas. I sense a little bit of politics in it because of what you're trying to do. You spend a high pick and you want to be able to move him to something that's going to be sufficient in return on value of what you spent. Obviously, you can't deny that some of the plays that he was able to make from the running back position have been good. So as a GM, you're actually looking forward and seeing what he is or bringing to the table. He's got great speed. He's physical. You hope that some of his ability as a receiver transition, so he brings that.
Not a lot of ability there.
So you're looking at Cordero Patterson type of move here, who was drafted also out of Tennessee. And you're looking at a possibility of him becoming something like that where he can help you there. I was more upset, I'm be honest, that Travis Homer is on this roster. I just don't see anything he brings to the table. Nothing. I don't see great astronomic special teams coverage. He's not a good running back. He's an average blocker.
Hey, he's as a kickoff returner when he's not fumbling. He is a.
Well, you're talking about Bayless now.
Yeah.
I'm more upset with Homer than Bayless, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think
Bayless. I see glimpses of something.
Yeah, I don't think Homer's going to be around too long. I think he's going to be. I think probably him and Hardy are going to be the guys that are going to be when they have to bring in some other guys.
Really?
They'll put Hardy on the practice squad because obviously they're higher on Jacob Martin than we were. But real quick, Guy, I think you're totally missing it, and I know we're football goose, so thank you for tuning in and watching.
Guy,
but
I was just joking.
No, I know, but
he wants the cinematic. Guy was in the
that's
emotion.
my point. I have no problem with the embrace, but I think if you showed it for 30 seconds, it would have been fine. I don't think it needed to go on for another 34 seconds after that. A minute.
I'm with you. I think it was a clap
here
trap.
Shane, why do you hate Ian Wheeler's mom?
Oh, I know that this is going to become a whole thing in the YouTube comments tomorrow. These guys hate it when people hug. This dude's a racist.
Oh, it's coming. I already told you.
Yeah, I know. No, but what I'm saying, I have no problem with the embrace, but I think they could have got the cinematic emotional value through in 30 seconds. If we sat here for 64 seconds and never said a word, it would be uncomfortable for everybody. That's a long time. It just made me laugh more than anything.
I just feel like it was a claptrap to set in the emotion. It happened. It was real. Well, Hard Knocks finally there was an ass or jackass allowed on the show. Good job, McCaskies. Chad Morton said something.
Well, he's a fiery dude, man. I like Morton though.
Me too. That's what I want to see. Coaching. You notice they've not shown Chris Morgan not one time. They made an entrance over here.
They did the one time on the side. Yeah, but nothing.
Like, that's the definition of a shitty offensive line coach. He's not even making an appearance. I'm sorry. I have my doubts about them.
No, I get it, man. It's just
how does the offensive line coach not make an appearance?
I told Cherie that if this wasn't the Bears, I would have tapped out weeks ago.
Yeah,
this was another team. I would have been. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I just, yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Right.
Well, bleep him out. Show me this guy is a coach.
Get that camera out of my face, you fucking cunt. I can hear him right now.
Chris Morgan,
hey, you know you're doing something right at TTNL. When I was at my son's open house for his school last night. I got pulled to the side by one of the mom and dads, and they said to me, "Yeah, we're not even Bears fans. We watch your show. It's so funny, but man, your language sometimes is so salty." I'm like, it happens.
Hey, that's why we have for mature audiences only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my voice saying that, by the way. I like the Morton as a coach.
Yeah.
You could see that they're seeing what we were seeing. And if we were being, that's what I see in regards to Travis Homer he should be shipped out. Like Valus has shown me, he rose to the occasion, the challenge. You got to make plays if you have an opportunity. He is. We can hate, or you can hate all you want, but Travis Homer has shown me none of that.
No.
None of that.
I see no up, and I think the term special teams demon and special teams dynamo is one of the most overrated phrases for a guy on the end of the roster, and we can't listen. He's going to make. I understand it. There's guys that are pure special teamers. You can cut Travis Homer, and it's not going to affect your ball club.
Not at all.
Just a fact.
He doesn't do anything for me.
Random thought. I did not know Johnny Morton was related to Chad Morton.
Johnny.
Brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers.
That's crazy. I used to like Johnny Morton.
USC.
Yeah, I liked him as a wide receiver. I mean, he was definitely not. He didn't play for the Bears. He didn't. I mean, he was good. You hated him because he was good.
He was good. I hated him because he played for the Lions, and he would fucking make big catches in critical position.
Dan Marino and Angelo Marino, fourth cousins.
Don't tell Angelo that.
The other thing I was a little upset when we lost Bates.
Yeah,
Shane knows I really liked
Bates. Yeah, we all did.
Tight end.
Yep.
I just thought he had so much upside.
Yeah, beyond Mercedes Lewis's knowledge and everybody respecting him on the team and being a key part in the locker room. I mean, you cannot dismiss Tyson Bagent when they ask him who the most important person in the locker room. Everybody thinks that you're going to say Caleb Williams. Tyson Bagent said Mercedes Lewis. That says a lot. But at the same time, when you see a young guy like that, I mean, 6 catches for 100 yards, I think he had in the preseason, and he gets claimed. I was bummed to see him go. I totally agree.
Why couldn't we? Sorry, Phil. Why couldn't we see some of that? From Mercedes in Hard Knocks. Not to beat a dead horse, but that's something that I would have loved to.
He swears too much.
Maybe.
Yeah. If you swear too much, you're not going to be on camera.
I would have liked to have seen, and I know it's not the exact blueprint of what Hard Knocks has always done, but I would have liked to have seen. I mean, essentially, Montez Sweat doesn't exist.
I know.
In
he
Hard
came
Knocks.
in. He had that one scene after the Jervon Dexter stick.
But you have got like Jervon Dexter would have been a fun guy to get to know. Who I was positive a guy like Tremaine Edmonds, because this is a guy that got voted as a team captain as a 20-year-old in Buffalo. You know what I mean? And they say that he's the consummate pro, ultimate leader in the locker room.
You've got no leaders shown.
Yeah, it's all.
What you had Caleb Williams.
And I thought they could have done more.
No Caleb Williams.
I thought they could have done more with Caleb. And even Rome has been, I mean, he had his little
shopping spree
blurb there. Yeah, but it is what it is.
It's just, you can't limit I blame the Bears ownership, because once you limit authenticity, what you got is phoniness.
Yeah.
And that's all we've gotten. We've gotten Larry Mayer, Jeff Joniak interviews for fucking years. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So this was the excitement of Christmas Day, and you were waiting for that Huffy bike that you wanted all those years. You wanted, finally, you're 10, you're getting that Huffy BMX. Instead of the Huffy, you got the Temu version, the Snuffy. And that's what the fucking Chicago Bears have done. They've snuffed us out. You give a little taste, but you're not getting the authenticity. And that's where the disappointment is. It is Bears, and I'll watch it. But again, you said it perfectly. I didn't know you said that. If this wasn't Bears, it'd probably be something you wouldn't even watch. So
yeah, I would have tapped out. I did think one of the underrated moments was shown last night, and it just, maybe it was just my sense of humor. It made me laugh when Ryan Bates was calling out Theo Benedict when he asked him to pick up some dude wipes and he couldn't find them, so he brought back Clorox wipes. And now you saw the perfect response from Dude Wipes.
Exactly.
Is that they're sending, cases to Hallis Hall for all the players. So that's a smart, marketing ploy on there, and to, kind of capitalize on it. But I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I think that there's enough characters on this team. They could have focused on them a little bit more so than I mean, Austin Reed got a lot of play.
And he's got a lot of play on the bench, or he got signed to the practice squad, right?
Yeah, today. Yeah,
I will say this, and that was very annoying. Like, I really don't care about the daughter's opinions on anything. So,
right. Yeah. No, I get it. And I get it. You want to show the parent.
You can show them in the home. Like, you go back and see them live their life. I like that. Like, these are their daughters. Oh, my God, my dad. But sitting up in the stands talking about Tyson's hair.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a really good punter this year. That means we're going to be better. It's going to be good for our team. Thank you, sweetie, for the analogy.
Right.
We couldn't figure that out.
I made the comment to Sheree, and I think maybe I told you last night, Ivan. I think, and I'm sharing it with you, Phil. I think that the Bears would have been a better team for Hard Knocks off season, because all the drama with the Bears was trading Justin Fields with the number 1 pick, having a second top 10 pick.
That would have been
fantastic
for some of the Justin Fields fans, when he's like, "Hey, do you want no? Do you want no? Do you want?
How about a fit? No."
Listen, next year 6, please. He traded no matter what.
Yeah.
Can you stop talking about it?
One of the guys on Twitter was mad.
Super mad.
After he got named QB2 when they named Russell Wilson the starter. He blamed Ryan Poles for holding on to Justin Fields too long and not giving him an honest shot to compete for the starting job. He was traded on March 16th. You're making shit up. My God. March 16th. What are we doing?
This is God. The glazing has not stopped. Honestly.
Just make shit up.
Yeah.
There's no accountability at all in reporting.
Imagine blaming Ryan Poles for that. It's hilarious.
People just
delete your Twitter account.
Lucas has a good point, though.
I was just about to highlight that.
There you go.
I'm not going to make any comments. I don't need Julie DeCaro.
Lawrence.
Dramatic
pause. Dramatic pause for Lawrence.
Had to fight her off.
Yeah.
What we have here is a dilemma. Now, I don't know if it's a dilemma of the quarterback was traded too late,
Ryan Poles is at fault.
Well, you know,
I said it.
Yeah. The new league year did start on March 13th. So, I mean, Poles did wait 72 hours. I mean, the fucking,
Jeez.
it's ridiculous.
So it's the free agent's fault that he couldn't get to
be
signed in time to prepare.
But I mean, yeah, you want to talk about every single excuse in the book being made. Good Lord.
Dude,
I thought he was supposed to be a better fit with what's his name from the ex Atlanta coach, Arthur, whatever. Not Arthur. What's the OC's name?
Arthur Smith.
Yeah, Arthur Smith. There you go. Yeah, Arthur Smith.
Well, everything the way that I understood it is Smith didn't really want Fields in Pittsburgh, but Mike Tomlin did. That was the way that I understood it. And obviously the head coach is going to take preference over the OC, but
right.
We'll see.
We'll see. He has a lot of power there.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, you can't make some of the snuffy shit up. A lot of people like the snuffy BMX bike, Shane. Might have to put it in our fucking swag shop.
I started off the show with performance over politics, and then I had to shut it off because that went left real quick. Did
it? It went left?
Yeah, we gotta update that.
Okay.
Faux show, as they say.
Smith wants his QB to throw in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Whoops. Not gonna happen.
We lived it.
Yeah.
Listen, not everybody can play in the NFL. No one's ever questioned. It's next level, man. You gotta be able to do it or you can't do it. It's that simple. There's no gray. A lot of these motherfuckers create a gray. They create a gray. It's beyond 50 shades. They've created many more grays. And it ain't an anatomy either. Like, you are the quarterback. Make the fucking plays on time. Work your ass off without the cameras on. And always recognize that there's going to be someone better than you. And the speed of the game is forever going to be faster if you start getting lackadaisical. All of that I saw on film. So that's where you are. Now watching Caleb, he's got to get used to the speed of the game.
Sure.
He's got to understand where he's going.
The one thing that the mental note that I took was them making not making the Chiefs players, but the Chiefs players obviously watching Hard Knocks and kind of calling Caleb out, like, "Oh, you don't get nervous, huh? Okay, okay, you will see." It kind of reminded me of the Justin. Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot faster. You know what I mean? That kind of creeped into my head a little bit. Obviously, I think Caleb's a much better quarterback, but I thought that was kind of funny that guys from the other team are like, "Oh, you don't get nervous, huh? Okay, yeah, we'll see."
Yeah. I think that you're definitely getting nervous.
Oh,
my son talked to me about it.
Damn right.
He's definitely getting nervous. Maybe it doesn't overcome him. That's like Jay-Z says he doesn't write his lyrics. He just remembers them all off the top of his head. I was like, I don't know anybody that does that. Like, he would be the first ever to remember his lyrics. Now, you could freestyle. I mean, this dude.
Yeah. Some people remember lyrics. Some people, remember dance moves.
I got to get that.
Yeah. I can send you the clip so you can.
Harry Mack is the guy that I'm talking about, Brian. That's who the guy. He's the best freestyler, lyricist I've ever seen in my life. But he proves it on the tape.
Have you seen the AI music stuff where they're combining singers from like from different eras,
I
like
saw a little bit of
Frank
this.
Sinatra and Michael Jackson, and it's nuts, man.
Crazy how they could do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can sound like anybody.
I listened to one. It was Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, and Freddie Mercury, all in the same. It was crazy. Yeah, it was insane.
It's almost like we are the world.
Yeah.
Speaking
We
of
are the children.
world, Scottish Bear, $10 in the super chat. I will make shit up. I will say it again. The Pittsburgh Steelers have traded Russell Wilson and Justin Fields and signed Brett Rippon on a 3-year contract.
There you go.
As always. Love you guys. Bear down. There you go. You make it up. Someone's going to believe it.
I did see that. Yeah, he was talking about that, about him having his own place in high school. And they asked him why. And he's like, well, the traffic in D.C. is legit. And I'm like, my parents would have told me to go fuck myself.
First of all, the fact that he had his own apartment in D.C.
Oh, yeah. Mom and dad had to been very well off.
It took me years after moving here before I could really afford to live in a decent place.
Yeah. That's what he said. He goes, yeah, my place was the place to hang out. Well, like, yeah, no shit, bro. You were 16 with your own apartment and
right
in DC. Of course you were. That's crazy.
It's tough. DC, imagine that. My parents never would have did that.
No, mine either. Our guy Mo, what's up, TTNL family? $1.99.
There he is.
Thank you, sir.
Big Mo.
Yeah, he's got his Jackson Smith and Jigba jersey ready to go. Oh, and then he follows it up with this $4.99. If Kadarius Toney can get waived, Velus can be let go. Well, neither one of them are good. Performance over.
Well, it was funny because Courtney was talking with Cap and Hoodie on their show, and she had mentioned that I guess politics did play a hand in it. Where Velus was drafted, and where guys are being drafted
If anyone saying that it didn't, it's the most obvious thing ever.
Right.
I think
it's clearly.
I think Phil got it right. Is they're trying to give him. He's got no chance at wide receiver. No, at least he's shown some flashes at running back. I mean, I don't think it's anything sustainable. And let's be honest, if he does get in there, what is he going to get? 1, maybe 2 carries in a game? If he's going to be effective, he's going to be effective as a kick returner. That's where he's going to make his impact. And to me, that's always where it's been. But can he hold the football? That's what it comes down to.
100% right, Shane.
Yeah.
This is an investment opportunity. Maybe there's going to be a return on that investment. There's no doubt the guy's talented.
That's right, Mo. You're branded, brother.
Shane never forgets.
That's right.
JSN had a pretty good catch the other day.
Yeah, he did. Well, the sun even shines on a dog's ass some days, as they say, Phil. I didn't mind JSN. No, I think he's a decent wide receiver. I just don't think
he's 11th overall or 9th.
No, he didn't go that high, did he? He went
down. They wanted us to pick him.
Yeah, they wanted us to take him.
We were all Darnell Wright.
Yeah. No, I would have been very upset.
Imagine us picking JSN in the first round.
You took JSN in up top where you took Darnell Wright. You're not taking Rome this year. Yeah.
No way. You're probably not signing Keenan Allen.
No. But
sorry, I was eating Thai food, Deb. It's Thai food Wednesday here at the Atoshans. And I was starving.
So, Reddy Stewart is now number 27 for your Chicago
Walt
Bears.
Harris
Yes.
for 27.
90% of the earth is covered by water. The other 10% is covered by Walt Harris. Ivan, did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. And
Former
then
Bear
I
Walt
immediately,
Harris.
I immediately realized that was a lie.
I loved Walt Harris.
I
but
did coming out too.
He had his moments, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that was like I remember watching him.
Except that he played better with the Niners than us.
Yeah.
Remember he went
So
there?
did Tony Parrish. Tony Parrish
Yeah.
also played better.
Tony Parrish.
Well, I wouldn't say he played
Second round
better.
draft.
Tony was good
1990.
here.
Yeah.
I hated seeing him go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me too.
He was a lot of fun, but yeah, so Reddy Stewart switched numbers to number 27. DeAndre Carter is now number 11 for your Chicago Bears. And beyond that, I think those are the
I'm
only.
surprised he made the team. DeAndre Carter.
Well, I think who's going to be your punt returner? I don't want Rome back there being my punt returner. I just don't. I think he's going to. Who else is it going to be? Can't be Pettis. He's on IR. He's done.
Pettis went to IR.
Yeah. So who else do you got? You're
Thought
definitely
they
not
liked the kid from Blackwell.
Josh Blackwell. Yeah, maybe. You putting Tyler Scott back there?
Tyler Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
He made it. Made the team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was surprised DeAndre Carter.
Yeah, but again, these guys can all be, he's a vested veteran. He can be let go and then re-signed in week 2, and then
right,
his deal's not guaranteed. We'll see, because they said that the Sam Roberts, the defensive lineman that the Bears signed from the Patriots. Now, when Adam Schefter made that announcement today, he has not officially been added yet. I'm sure he's traveling and has to take his physical for that to become official. But Adam Schefter said he's signing with the Chicago Bears practice squad and will be elevated to the 53-man roster for week 1. They said that in his tweet.
I know. What is that though?
He would be elevated to be on the active 53 for week 1. So I'm assuming
someone getting that information from his agent.
I have no idea,
because that's crazy.
I mean, he's obviously got a very close relationship with Ryan Poles, too, Adam Schefter. So I wouldn't forget about that. But
He's
I mean,
signing with the Bears practice squad, and he will be elevated this.
Just like the long snapper that day from the Lions. They're actually adding the long snapper to the practice squad. And then they're
what's the money savings of that? There's got to be a business end to do that.
Well, if you're on an active game day roster, you get paid more than you do when you're on practice squad. So if you're on the practice squad for 18 weeks, let's say your salary for those 18 weeks is going to range from $275,000 to $383,000, anywhere in that range for those 18 weeks. So it's not a bad gig, as Shuri and I were talking about earlier. But you can be on the practice squad and called up to the active roster. The way that the rules are now, it's 3 separate times they can do that.
Yeah.
So obviously with the long snapper, they figure maybe if they can do it for 3 weeks, that's going to buy them some more time to get Patrick Scales back.
What's this? Scales is a back injury, correct?
Yeah. Yep. He had back surgery.
So I don't know how long he's going to be out.
Expected back in October. So if you look at the 3-week mark, I mean, that would be that would put you in October, but who knows? So we'll see.
Well, we don't want Valus punt returning.
No.
That experiment is going.
No, that's over. That's for sure.
Failed.
I hope. if he comes trotting out against the Titans.
Oh yeah, no, I'll lose my fucking marbles there.
There was always a punt returner after Devin that you just sat there and waited. Oh my God, I gotta hold my breath with this guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was never a huge Dante Pettis fan as a return man, but he did muff a couple of them. But even like Trent Taylor, when the Bears first got him,
I was excited.
You're like, he'll catch a fucking house if you throw it to him. But then at the end, he muffed a couple also.
He cost us the Commanders game.
And he just got released in San Francisco again yesterday. What do we got here? Ken
Ready Stewart.
Ken Moore for $4.99. Do you guys expect Caleb's bad games to still be more impressive than what we've been used to? Yeah, I do.
Good question, Ken.
It is. I think everything about Caleb, he's a more progressed quarterback. And who was it? Tom Waddle. Somebody made the comment that Caleb Williams' floor is, what you saw from Justin Fields at his, best moments.
I said that.
That was you? Tom Waddle, Phil Toshin, same thing.
Same thing. They called me Tom Waddle.
Both rhyme with lotion, right? Not really, but no, it's a good question, Ken, and I do think it's going to be more impressive.
It's going to be more impressive because of what Shane's saying, and let me articulate it for those that aren't listening in the back. When you have an anticipatory passer who's accurate, you're going to see better play from the quarterback position. Are you going to automatically win? You could put Hall of Famer Tom Brady behind the Bears, and it's not a guaranteed win. That's the game of football. So it's a great question because it alleviates the knuckleheads out there that just want to see failure, don't know the game, they play fantasy football, or they've created a race thing about Justin Fields. They're still hanging on to it. Don't quite understand it at all. But the reality is, just through the common fan who's if an alien race came down here and we're teaching them about football now, they never know. It would be easy. That guy's better than that guy, right? That's how easy it is. But for some reason, it becomes personal. And it creates animosity, stress, which shouldn't be. Finally, the Bears have a quarterback that actually understands geometry, angles to throwing the football, whether it be his ability to throw quick release, just snap the ball out, or straight drop, drive through his hip, deliver the football down the field, or what you saw in Buffalo, where he understood and anticipated the third down throw and fit it in a tight window to a comeback route. Those things you didn't see. Is he going to make every throw? No. Just stop. Stop. Just go watch Pittsburgh. It's right there. The same shit is happening to what we had. And this network prides itself on being transparent and honest. I love Jay Cutler's talent. I have always said God created a quarterback that's Jay. But Jay didn't love the game, didn't work on the craft. You could say all these other things. Devin Hester called him a poor leader. So all of these dominoes that are, if you're not working your craft, you don't give a fuck about winning to the extent where everybody else rises. You could be the biggest dick. Maybe Dan Marino probably was the biggest dick to his teammates, embarrassing them every Sunday on the fucking broadcast if you watched him, right? But everybody knew why he was. Because he wanted to win. Now, he wasn't able to get to the Super Bowl. right? That's that. But the talent is unremarkable. And that's what I see and saw with Caleb Williams. You just can't. You can't make up the story of watching him in Oklahoma. I know Jared Perry had his panties in a bunch. He went from loving the guy to hating him because he left. And then you don't want to see him in clarity because you have animosity. The goal is, and I'm picking on Jared, he admitted that. The goal is to look at it through the scope and the lens of talent at the position that you know. There's one thing I know is football. And there's no doubt that Caleb Williams is going to walk in as the best one you've had. Now, what transpires there? I mean, look what happened in Minnesota. The kid, he's starting to take his step, make his name. He gets hurt. He's done for the year. Look at Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets. What is it? 45 seconds he played for the Jets. So you never know. Injury and team and togetherness, all of that shit could crumble in an injury in a second. Or for Shane, a minute and 43. It would be a hug.
1 minute 4.3.
1 minute 4.38 seconds. Sorry. But, you know, we at this network, Caleb 1, JJ 2. I have Bo Nix over Jaden Daniels. I just felt like Bo had a better anticipation of the football throwing. I don't see Jaden Daniels. We'll see. We'll see.
I have big questions. Big questions there.
They're hyped. They love to hype shit up. And it's going to change and flip-flop. Cowherd will say one thing one day. Dan Orlovsky will say another day.
And even Bo, you've seen, and listen, I'm not bagging on Bo Nix, but I went back and watched Denver's games.
It's scheming them wide open.
Well, but Phil, he's had time when he was in the pocket where he had a clean pocket and he's rushing everything. And that's not a great sign either. And he's missed a lot of reads if you go back and really look at it. I know I've heard other people talking about it too, but I think that his performance in the preseason has been wildly overrated by a lot of people. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have talent. He does. He's also 49 years old, Bo Nix. I mean, Jesus, he's been in the college football since 1984. But
already a vet.
Yeah, already a vet. Exactly.
I think he's surrounded with Sean Payton and
yeah,
Sean knows how to scheme guys open and make quarterbacks' jobs easy in the preseason because you know what you're getting. Some vanilla shit. Now, when the real bullets start flying, that's when Bo Nix has to define it. I'm not saying he won't. I told you I liked Bo Nix.
Yeah, he's gonna make some plays, but I'm basing it off of his preseason appearances. I think it's been wildly overrated, big time.
Well, you look at the Chicago Bears at the quarterback position. Someone could pull up a list. I talked about Jay, and you got excited there. But again, if you don't love the game and you don't want to be great, and you don't make other people better, like you can't be this arrogant fuck. You just can't. You have to understand that everybody on your team is the role and how you roll in a season. Same with the coaches. That's why I have my concerns about Waldron. Now, again, it's a preseason. I see shotgun on 3rd and 1. I'm just like, come on. This is when you get the first down so your young quarterback can continue the drive. We're going shotgun on 3rd. You don't go back to get 1. Go forward to get 1. There. So I have my concerns. There's things I liked. I liked how they went into the eye. If you look at that drive, they get action, and he throws the deep ball to Tyler Scott. I like these Max Pros You got to do these things for a rookie. And you also got to challenge him. You're going to have to go empty and know that he's going to take a shot, and he better read the hot.
But we talked about that too. I mean, Tyler Scott's got a lot of improving to do. A lot.
Absolutely.
Improving to do. I mean, Phil, you talked about how that one route that we were talking about that day, how much he was off. But even like him, he's got a big time issue tracking the ball. I know somebody talked about earlier about Valus, but Tyler's got a big time issue tracking the football on the deep
I
ball.
broke down that route, and as a coach, you get pissed off at the receiver because when you run that route and you press outside and you're on the numbers, the quarterback's anticipating you staying on a straight line to the number. It wasn't a post. They had a safety on the backside. You had a zone concept, and your quarterback isn't throwing to the post. He's throwing to the numbers. And if you are a patron, you would see when I broke it down, you could see him bend. And young receivers, when they turn in, so they have to understand to stay on the straight line, not bend your route inside. And that's what he did. And he was able to, because he's so fast, he was able to adjust the horse collared. But your quarterback put it exactly where you want. And you have a lot of these new age, newfound, I don't even know what to call them. Polaroid scouts, maybe we can call them that. They take snapshots. Look at this guy. He's wide open.
Yeah.
And they're taking a snapshot of.
Well, they even did that. They even did that with Justin Fields to
Yes.
try to hold him accountable. And I showed them the expanded shot of they cropped it right where the safety was. They're like, look how wide open this guy is. And then if you look at the original image, the safety is right there. And I don't give a shit if that's Justin in Pittsburgh or if he's in Chicago. You can't tell anything by a still shot. Just can't.
I didn't know this. There's people out there trying to scout with pictures.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Someone was sending me clips, and then someone posted it on some Bears fan group and put my name in there. So now I'm like tagged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not responding. I'm just like, oh my God. What? Are seriously? Seriously? You're taking screenshots. The Polaroid scouts. I just came up with that now. That's just like Blog Boys. I hear people now everywhere using Blog Boys. That originated here. Off just like the Snuffy came up with it. The Polaroid scouts, Ivan, are real.
Oh yeah.
They take cherry-picked images and they put them together and they look, this receiver's wide open here.
Let's remove the speed of the NFL game because that you can't see anything.
They didn't take a picture of what was going on in the pocket at that time. So he had to get off of that because the right guard allowed pressure. So yeah, if it was a perfect pocket, you would do that. You could say, okay, this guy's wide open, but that's why the tape never lies. The Polaroid can. And if you start crop gaming, and it's no different than stat scouts. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to deal with it.
Mo is back, $4.99.
Mo,
I'm gonna be honest.
Mo money, Mo.
I think JSN is trash. Or I mean, I think Flus is trash. What y'all think about Slow? I think we're gonna find out, Mo. Like I said, I feel like I've seen just a change in the demeanor, and I'm not talking about appearance, just in the general demeanor where I think he's more comfortable. But again, I don't give a shit if he's got a beard, if he's got a different haircut. What
Right.
the fuck is going on? Situational football is going to tell the story about Matt Eberflus as head coach. It's going to. It's going to be the beginning and the end.
Mm.
If he doesn't improve there, there's going to be big problems. You have to be good situationally. And we'll see.
If he's gonna get all jokey with Courtney, he better be prepared for the tough questions when he doesn't situationally make the right call.
And I don't, and again, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I know a lot about Bobby Slowick. We had his father here in Chicago. I think the trap that, and I'm not saying you specifically, Mo, but I think the trap people fall into is, oh, look what he did with CJ Stroud. He's going to be a fantastic head coach. And I want that on my team because he's automatically going to do that. Now, he's going to be up for a ton of jobs, but I can't sit here and be honest with you and tell you that I know two goddamn things about Bobby Slowick Jr. I don't. Maybe you guys do. Phil, do you know anything about him other than his connection with working with CJ Stroud?
No, I don't know anything about him. It's always the leader of what.
Right, and that's where it goes. That's where it goes beyond that. Yeah, it's.
I always laugh at the Detroit Lions.
The
offensive coordinator. How is he a leader?
Johnson. Yeah.
You don't know.
No.
You know he's a good play caller. That's it. You know, based on the talent that he has there, he could put together a game plan.
But look at the DC in Minnesota. And that was a guy, Brian Flores. And then look at all the shit that came out with Tua. And you didn't know how to react to it. Well, he did not. Oh, yeah. Well, Phil's
Phil's all in. Phil's all in now. Oh, yeah.
Remove that guy's name from. No, his dad was a coach, so it's a
Brian.
Push. It's a push.
Did you see that with Brian Flores, Phil, and Tua?
Yeah, I was proud of Flores for coming to the podium.
Well, he needed to. He needed to. Yeah, exactly.
That was whoever gave him the advice, or if it was just him personally.
Oh, I think it was probably a little bit of both. He wants to get back in the game and be a head coach, and there was really no other direction that he could go with that. Because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna come out and just say that Tua's a liar?
Tua?
Yeah, Hawk Tua.
Right.
But you can imagine that toxic environment, and everybody knows that he didn't want Tua, but that's the way that they ended up going. But creating that toxic environment of every day coming in and telling your dude that you drafted in the top 5, yeah, you fucking suck every day. That's pretty fucked up. It is. I mean, and I'm not a Tua fan, even as an Alabama guy. Never have been. I mean, I can't. That's to me is craziness. Bill Wagner, I would 100% buy a ticket to see a movie that featured DDP teaching aliens the game of football. Well, he is right now. He's teaching aliens right now. Have you met these fucking kids? Jesus.
Met any of these patrons, for God's sake? They're not listening either. Oh my God, 6-round picks we're trading.
Oh my God, we're just throwing these things away.
Just throwing them away.
Granted, I don't know who the fuck Darrell Taylor is, but I mean, come on.
As soon as Darrell Taylor,
Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round. We're just throwing that away. That's what I love. I love he's a 6th round bust.
6th round. I don't get it.
No such thing.
Exactly.
Let's hold up. I think there's a big pro personnel department in there.
Yeah.
Wanting to see some of these trades. I like the trade with Darrell Taylor.
Oh, me too.
I think you could catch something there. And hopefully it's not the new COVID virus that's destroying everyone around the world right now.
Let's not. There go our YouTube comments again. Let's
Just saying.
change the subject.
Everybody's sick.
Phil knows how to fire things up.
Everybody's
Allen
sick.
Robinson is a Lion. He signed with the Lions practice squad. So yeah, he's going
Where's
back.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, coach? I want to see him.
How did somebody brought him up to Chicago as the potential punt returner?
Yes.
I'd like that.
I would love Donovan Peoples-Jones, former Wolverine, Sheree.
I know.
My boy Donovan got waived by the Lions. I'm a big fan. I was hoping his name would end up being on the Chicago Bears.
I don't think
I
he's
don't know.
anywhere.
You gotta find out where he is. Maybe he'll get a tryout. Oh, went back to Detroit. That's right.
Oh, did he? On the practice squad?
Son of a.
Damn it.
Yeah, so they have Allen Robinson, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Tim Patrick all on the practice squad in Detroit.
Dang, bro. Bring Peoples-Jones to our 53.
Oh, Cherie, do you want to kick the shit out of Mo here?
Oh, I was responding in the chat, but just want to remind you that I do have the ability to block you, Mo.
Hey.
Just like the Wolverines did to the Ohio State defensive line. Sorry, Mo. Cherie for the win.
Cherie's dropping the hammer.
Yes.
Mo's sitting in his truck right now and sounds like this.
Golly, what the hell is going on?
Oh, man.
Poor Mo.
Cherie's like, who's got it better than us? Not Mo.
Not Mo.
Not Mo. Oh, man. Hardball getting his first game coming up.
Yeah.
Making moves.
Yeah, Riley and I will be in Syracuse Saturday.
Yeah.
Opener. Yeah.
Opener. Who are they opening up with?
Ohio. So you never know with Syracuse.
University of Ohio.
Yeah, not Ohio State, Mo.
Not
where JSN played.
Not JSN's alma mater.
Yeah.
Ohio.
But hopefully they can dunk on their ass, just like Cherie just did to you, Mo, live on air. But
O-H-I-O. Ohio. Ohio. Go. I have no idea. Sounded like their chant.
So, yeah, we will be there.
Are they green and white?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then next week
See
is
them on the old
Walsh. Is it not the Bobcats? It's
I think so. Bobcats, yeah.
Yeah, am I right? Yeah.
Ohio Bobcats, yeah.
You know what we used to do
next week is Georgia Tech.
You guys should do this while you're playing college football. So you get a bunch of buddies over and you're all write the worst teams you can. And you put them in a hat and each guy's got to pick them out. Then you find out who the real good college football players are. You play with whatever team you pull out of that hat. I pulled Ohio out of that. I couldn't remember the Bobcats though. But they always used to upload their fight songs. It was funny.
Yeah.
That's how I learned all of the fight songs. Mac football at its finest. The Mac. There it is, Rob. The good old Mac conference. Do you know what MAC stands for, Cherie?
Wait, what are we talking about?
The MAC conference.
Mid-Atlantic Conference.
There you go.
There you go, Cherie.
Yeah.
Cherie's still in the game, guys.
Yep.
No whammies. No whammies.
Mo did not know that.
We should bring
Cherie.
Mo over.
Oh, look, Mo.
College trivia.
Mo's like,
oh, you're all late, Mo.
Mo's like, give me a
fumbling
Big
the ball,
Mac.
Mo.
I love to eat Big Macs. Yeah.
Mo's like, how'd you know I was eating that shit, Cherie?
Uh-oh.
Mac, he said Mac.
Wasn't Mo going to get
He had the
truck
pizza
stop
on the
pizza?
side of the road. Yeah. He's just stopped watching the show.
That JSN's good as this stale pepperoni pizza I just stopped for.
Oh my God.
Weirdest
Truck
comment
stop.
of the night, but hey, Tay, what's up?
What's up, Tay Tay?
Not gonna make fun of your last name, but I don't know why you want it on there.
Who
But
can pronounce his last name?
voice him.
Voice him.
There it is. That would be.
Tay, also not
That's
a fan
not
of
what you
Mo.
would have said, Finn.
I was saying voice him.
Voyasum. Voyasum.
Voyasum is Ivan's guess.
Yeah.
No. I guess correct. I was just making fun of you.
Voice him.
Voice him.
Voice him. Tay Tay, what up, Tay Tay? Voice him. This next song's going out to Tay Tay. Voice him.
Hey, all right.
Here's the radio voice for you, Cherie.
We need to get like a
Let me get
some
Deb
type of
out there.
drop with you doing like a radio voice or like
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Let's go to the top. Top of the hour here. Weather with Cherie.
It's hot as hell, is what it is.
It's very hot.
Yeah. What was the
Cherie's like, the door is ringing again. Someone's bringing food.
Time to eat.
Time to eat.
Oh boy, Cherie. What is on the menu tonight?
Cherie's menu.
You see, I've been here the whole time.
You want to call over the maitre d'?
Angela.
Yes.
The timing of that, I hate you.
Yes.
I made a turkey green bean like rice bowl.
Hey, there you go. Yep, I like it.
There it is. A rice bowl.
How much is Texas A&M going to beat Notre Dame by? Are we?
Uh-oh.
Any guesses on that?
Uh-oh.
Ivan?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
How much?
That's the wrong one.
How much is Texas A&M going to beat Notre Dame by?
Oh, they're not. They're not. Notre Dame's gonna stop that ass. I'm sorry.
There it is. Ivan's going. What is your prediction, Ivan? Notre Dame?
Ooh, HL says Texas A&M by 18.
18.
Wow.
I'll say
Wow.
Notre Dame 34, Texas A&M 23.
There it is. 11-point victory.
There you go. Tay-Tay's demanding a shout-out song for him.
We got, is it a him or her?
I'm not sure if Tay-Tay even knows, but
There go the comments again.
Poor Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay, bro.
There you go, Robert.
Tay-Tay, bro. Robert, Notre Dame 27. Texas A&M 10. For those of you listening.
on the road.
Joe Jadis. Jadis.
Oh, God. All the Notre Dame homers are coming out of the fucking woodwork.
33 to 17. Where's Bullet?
Maybe it's Joe Jades. Joe Jadis.
Yeah.
Joe Jades.
This is Tay-Tay's third cousin, Joe J. Tay-Tay and Joe J.
Joe J and Tay-Tay. This next song goes out to Joe Jadis.
I'm just trying to take shots at everybody, huh?
Oh, God, Mo.
Mo
woke up wanting to fight today.
Mo.
I'll just let Cherie handle this.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got no dog in the game. I'm a Wolverine and a Road Runner. That's all I got for you.
Mo's the Ohio State guy. He's just worried because they got to win, or Ryan Day is going to be launched into the sun. And guess who's going to be the next head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes? You heard it here first. Any guesses?
Brian Kelly.
Nick Saban.
Ooh.
Oh.
That would be
the recruiting capital of the world.
That would be crazy.
Joe J 28, Tay 12.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Mark Trestman.
That's what I
says
was
Joe
thinking.
Webb. Mark Trestman for Ohio State coach.
Yeah. No, I don't think Nick would do it, but that'd be a pretty sweet setup for him.
Oh boy. Who does Ohio State open with this?
Oh, Cherie. Mo
I know
still at
it's
it.
Georgia. It's Georgia
It's
Clemson.
fine. I mean,
Georgia Clemson tomorrow night.
You want them to beat the Cheaterines.
Akron.
And
They
it's
play
not
Akron.
going to happen.
They play Akron the first
They
week.
play the Akron Zips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yep.
God, Ohio
Oh,
State.
Akron Zips.
Yep.
Name their former head coach, Cherie. Do you remember?
No. I don't know anything about them.
The Akron Zips.
Nah,
Who was their coach?
No.
Nagy was? Really?
No.
No,
No.
Jim Tressel.
I don't know.
Isn't that where Tressel came from? The Akron Zips?
Yes.
Then he went to Ohio State.
Where did Nick Saban coach Matt Eberflus, Cherie?
Really? Y'all asking me, giving me all these college football questions?
It's you versus it's you versus Mo.
Starts with a T, Cherie. Ends with an A. What is it, Cherie?
Wait,
Tay
start
Tay.
with T is what?
Tay University? No, that's not right, Cherie.
I don't know. I give up. You soon as you said T, I wanted to say Troy. So I know I'm off.
No, Cherie, not a good speller.
That's what I said as soon as you said T. I got
Oh,
nothing. with
Youngstown
A on
State.
it.
That's right. I was thinking Akron. That's right. I do remember that.
There it is.
See, Mo's 1
Youngstown
for 6
State.
tonight. Good job, buddy. 1 for 6.
He just Googled that in his truck.
He did.
Yes, he did.
No, November.
Mo's like, who the
30th.
fuck is Jim Tressel?
November 30th, Wolverines, Buckeyes
Oh boy.
There it is.
Circle the date.
Right after Thanksgiving.
in Columbus.
Ohio State by
Hmm.
30.
Not gonna happen.
They are fucking
Oh.
stacked, man.
Going for it. Cherie says no.
Yep.
There you go. What school did Lovie Smith play at, Cherie? What college?
Don't remember.
Don't know. I've never known. I don't know. Tulsa. Okay, that's a T and an A. Do not clip that.
T and an A. According to Cherie.
Yeah, I don't want to keep it up with college like that. Like I only follow the Wolverines because of Harbaugh. Now I'm in it. I love all because my college didn't get a football team until after I graduated. So
That's how it started. You loved hardball that much. Oh, I always thought you were just a Wolverines fan growing up.
No, oh God, no. I didn't care anything about college football. I used to be that. I don't care about them until they get to the NFL. But
Cherie was a big Jim Druckenmiller fan when he was at what was that?
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Is that where it was?
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Cherie had a Jim Druckenmiller jersey.
Hang cleaning. Hang clean.
Mike Haw, 20 minutes later. Thank you, sir.
Bullets or Mike?
Did you like my
Mike.
Did you like my comments to bullets earlier in the text thread?
I was just catching up on all that.
He sent us that Justin was QB2 in Pittsburgh. And he said that he was mad because of the 51%. I said, I was mad too 5 hours ago when this news broke.
Oh,
Cherie, you have an offer here from Mo.
He said he'll
He'll
fly
you
out.
out for the game.
Ohio State,
oh,
Michigan.
you gonna fly me out so we can watch my team beat up on your team together? I'm down for that.
She's taking the ticket, Mo.
Yeah.
Mo's throwing
You ever had
himself
truck
under the
stop
bus.
pizza?
She'll accept it to see her Wolverine go to Ohio State.
Oh my God. Can you
Is there
imagine?
any surprise cuts for you guys? Anybody you were
For
surprised?
the Bears? No. I was surprised with
The only one was the Bates one for me. It was like, I thought he was gonna make it.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
didn't shock me at all. My biggest
I guess
surprise was
surprise, yeah, it's more
the
that.
Bears liking Jacob Martin enough to put him on IR to return and using a spot for him. They must be pretty damn high on him to do that. So that's really what surprised me the most.
I'm with Axe, man. I would have kept Bates over Homer. So how many running backs do we have now? We have
We got
obviously
four, right?
Swift.
5, right?
Yeah, so we got Swift,
Herbert,
Johnson,
Jones,
Homer.
And then we traded our other one to Pittsburgh.
Is
that rude? Nobody got my joke on the panel except
Ivan totally missed it.
I didn't.
Now it's kicking in.
No, I did not. I didn't catch it at all. I was reading something. Sorry.
Phil asked how many running backs we had, and I said 5 on the roster, and then we traded our other one to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
He's quick with the timing.
Yeah, Blazing Game, I think they need to change his position and call him an H-back.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't make it, but not surprised.
Well, he's back.
He's on the team.
He is back. He's on the what?
They did it because he's a vested veteran. He can't be claimed. So they released him so they could keep Patrick Scales until today. So it looked like Patrick Scales made the active roster. Then you can put him on IR to return. And then they put him on IR and then they re-sign Kari.
So he is back.
Yes.
That's good. I was surprised that they let him go when I saw it. But you already had told me this and I forgot.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
So that means they have 6 running backs.
Yeah.
Do you think Homer will be cut, like you said?
I do. I think Homer, I think Valus, I think Daniel Hardy. Not that they don't like Hardy, but for them, I think it'll be pretty easy for them to get him on the practice squad. I think those are the guys that you're looking at the bottom end. That could be moved at some point, or regurgitated.
So right now, in the slotting of whatever they are, 8th or 9th, 9th, while they're making practice squads, they still can be adding to their 53 now.
You can do that at any point.
Exactly. So
yeah,
I'm just
guys get waived every day, and you can claim them, and you just have to add them. Like the fucking Panthers claimed 6 guys today, and like 5 of them were corners, or 4 of them were corners. It's crazy.
Didn't like their secondary.
I guess not. Yeah, but and Doug Kramer's another one. I think that he's involved in that too, depending on how they want to go. Once they get Bates back going, I think that's somebody that they could probably.
The story of Brisker?
He did the same thing last year, man. I think he made. What did he play? 1 preseason game last year. He's always dinged up. That's why I'll be honest. We talked about it, and it's probably a good topic moving forward. Phil, I know you chimed in on it. If you're giving out a long-term contract extension, I don't know anybody that would give it to Brisker over Kyler Gordon.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, it's hard to get through one game where Brisker's not down and hurt or
walking off the field,
hanged up, and he does come back. I mean, he's a good player, but definitely something that you gotta watch out for.
They've spent a lot of time watching Adrian Colbert.
Yeah.
That was the whole Bowles thing. I mean, it just seemed very they were going back and forth. Ivan, you talked about
Mhm.
it a little bit last night. I totally agreed with it. I'm like, what is the fucking correlate? I don't know. I just thought it was his story about everything
Getting
that was
hit by
going
the
on.
car
Yeah,
Mhm.
that
as a kid.
that was
Yeah.
cool. But then the fucking the bowls and the then shifting
just
and then
thought-
coming back to it.
Yeah, I
was
thought
very
it was somebody tried to take like an artistic lead on it, which is
Yeah.
I get where they were going, but I would love to have seen it just separated and maybe just
yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't
Right.
understand I know they were trying to. I get the chaos of the game, and then it's I see Phil over there rubbing his earlobe saying "woosah" when those
Right.
bulls were making the noise. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was
Yeah, because I would rather have seen like Tyson Bate that segment
sure.
on its own because you could extend it a little bit instead of
Yeah.
having this whole back and forth. It was probably my only gripe of the whole show. Like it was actually literally my only gripe of the whole show. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. They could have done better with that segment. I felt like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely
It's a
different.
touching story.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
Bill Wagner had it in there. Yeah, the fact that he even gets back on a fucking bike
Right.
is impressive. And it's just kind of cool. You see him out there just riding his bike to practice. When was the last time you saw that at Hallis Hall? Just a dude going up to the security gate with his fucking badge and he's on a fucking pedaling his bike. It's kind of cool.
And then Pole's talking about he's always pulling for him. They've known each other for a long time. And they didn't sign him back to the practice squad, did they?
No, the Travarius Moore they brought back. He was the practice squad guy. The
And
safety.
Quindell.
Yeah, Quindell, and that's Quindell Johnson. I believe him and the Khalid Kareem were the two guys that when the Bears had the top waiver claim there last year, which was wild. Ended up being wildly overrated. I know I was excited about having. I'm like, oh, cool, we get first dibs at anybody, and they came away with Johnson and Kareem and really nothing, but obviously they see something in Johnson to add him back to the 14 official are Michael Baskerville, Theo Benedict, Stephen Carlson, Byron Cowart, Jake Curran, Colin Johnson, Quindell Johnson, Carl Jones, Jamry Chroma, Deshaun Mallory, Tavarius Moore, Austin Reed, Reddy Stewart, and Roe Torrance, the corner. And then there's going to be
there's two more spots available.
Well, they got the guy from New England, the defensive lineman. He's a big fucking dude, by the way, 6'5", 303 pounds. He was a 6th round draft pick in 2022.
What's
And
his
then
name?
Sam Roberts.
Sam Roberts,
Yeah, I can bring up a picture of him.
Sammy Roberts. And who's the other one from the Cowboys?
The long snapper. They're going to add him to the practice
from the
squad.
Lions.
Yeah, and then he'll be activated on game day. They said.
They obviously Colin Johnson.
Yep. I was never worried.
Hiding him or something.
Yeah.
Never saw him again.
But that's
this dude
injured.
hurt?
Injured, yeah, and that's been the story of his entire professional career because he's not a super young. He's an older. I don't want to say older, but I think he's like 27 years old right now, and he's been injured everywhere. So that's been kind of the story for him so far.
Old Hawk, Shane. Our
What's
guy.
that?
Old Hawk, 1985. He's going
What's up,
full on meatball.
Nice.
He believes we're going to the Super Bowl.
I don't comment that much anymore, but just want to say I'm going full meatball. I believe we can get to the Super Bowl this year and win it all. Why not us? Hey,
there you go.
Why not us? Right? The
Why
old
not?
D Rose tactic.
Little D Rose.
Why not me? Why not me?
You guys think Caleb will switch to 13 once Keenan leaves?
No. No,
Staying with 18.
I don't.
I think that would be a lot of money out of his
It'd be
pocket.
awesome for me.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Vargas
Vargas
rolling
is pulling it out
in
of
the
the
dough
club.
till the taxes come in to the fucking stadium.
Fuck.
But yeah, I don't even know if a lot of people know that. So when you switch your number in the NFL, all of the jerseys that they have pre-made for you with that number that you're switching from, you are required to buy them all from the NFL.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
As a player. That's why a lot of these guys don't want to. If you're making fuck you money, it's not that big of a deal. But like when Eddie Jackson changed from 39 to number 4, it ended up costing him. It wasn't quite 300. It was like 265,000. He ended up having to pay
Damn.
for jerseys.
Right. There wasn't many of them made.
Yeah. But that's that. Yeah. They
How
don't.
many 39 jerseys did you ever see?
Oh, no. But back in the, I mean, when he broke onto the scene, man, they're.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
didn't really see many.
But you could imagine what
Still
that
a big number.
You imagine what that would be for
It'd be
Caleb?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nuts. Yeah. Not that he
Like
can't
8
afford it.
mil.
Right.
Cutting out 8 mil.
Yeah. But
I'll stay 18. You have a picture of this guy?
yeah, let me grab it right here. He is a big he's a big dude.
I need a MGM Plus account password because I've started watching that From. I'm like hooked on this shit.
Jake From?
From.
I know.
Have you seen
signed
it,
with
though?
he signed in Detroit?
Really?
Yeah, in their practice squad.
Jake From. There he is.
Those fucking arms. They're like
Jesus.
legs.
All right.
This guy's got leg arms.
Yeah.
He's like a spider, but he's only got 4.
You're right.
HL was giving out his HBO Max password.
Yeah, he was.
Where's the MGM Plus one?
Oh, I'm sure somebody in there will have it.
Like, there used to be like things where you can get these channels. Now you can't get them. Everybody's got a plus now.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Netflix could just tell you, hey, we've raised the price again.
Yeah.
Hey, we're Hulu. We've raised the price.
Disney Plus their fucking
Yeah.
prices went way the fuck up from like 69 to 99. You see that for the year?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
We literally just deleted a bunch of apps. Saved about like almost 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apps that shouldn't be there.
Deleted?
Yeah.
Did you get some app to help you with that, or you just figured it out?
I think Emily had an app to do it, but I was like, yeah, get rid of all that shit. Like whatever we have that we don't
Yeah,
need.
Like
It's-
Rocket Money, I think, is that one app that you can sign up
that's
for.
the one. Does
Put it
that
in
work?
here.
That's what I was asking.
No, I don't know. I don't know if she did it on her
Because
own.
how
or
many
not.
fucking times has Hulu switched with ESPN, but now it's with Max, now it's with
Yeah,
Disney,
there's all
Hulu.
these
Yeah,
different
like,
ones. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
almost like they're tricking us. We're
Exactly. They're
double
Disney.
booking our apps.
Disney has it's like they have Hulu connected. They have a couple other apps connected. I think like Peacock or something like that. Because you're getting like, I was scrolling through it today or the other day, and I'm like, man, these aren't Disney movies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
some of these are like rated R movies. Like and it's on the adult
I've
side.
been
Obviously,
putting
you
shit
can-
on for Bo. It's like Dora
Yeah.
the Horror.
Yeah. You got to see the shit Bo's watching. I saw that dude passed out on the couch the other day with a cigar, 2 empty beer cans, and a sun hat.
I'll pull that one up. That was funny. No, but they gouge you. They're going ahead and they're draining your pockets because it's like every month you're thinking you're paying the same thing, and it's like, oh, here you go, real quick. Like, are you paying attention to every single one of those apps all the time?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. So I'm just.
Oh my God. I got so many. I'd probably puke all the ones that I mean, I have like a fucking Amazon Kids account for my daughter, 'cause she does all that shit on her. She's
That's
got a
right.
fire.
We haven't raised our prices, Shane.
Right. Yeah. Well,
We got to
That's-
combine with another.
that's the kiss of death, Bill. Breaking news, TTNL patrons.
It's time for breaking news.
You motherfuckers think you're Netflix.
Yes.
Whoopsie.
Last week tonight, he's a fan.
I am too.
There he is. You're a fan as well?
Hmm.
Is that like what is your? I know you like Jeopardy.
I
You don't
haven't
know
watched in a
shit
while.
about college football, but
I haven't
that
watched
gotta
in a while without my God.
Cherie is
college
scared
football
because
mascots
we
for
should
100.
do that. Shane versus Cherie on Jeopardy at live on TTNL.
Oh, here we
Fucking
go.
mop her up.
No.
That would
Oh,
be
my-
Mindless shit you have in your head. No.
I would
Oh,
mop
she's
her up.
intimidated already.
Yep.
Because Shane's
my
recall, I don't have a recall like that. Shane remembers shit from
You remember
1993.
all everything that you like.
I love all. Shane can tell you who the Bears drafted in the 3rd round of the 1990 draft. Like that's the type of shit Shane
1990. I don't know
1990.
that one. That was the Mark Carrier draft, though. By the way.
The 1990 draft.
Yeah.
Mark
It does.
Carrier.
Well, I haven't really watched it since we lost our beloved Alex Trebek.
Who was the Bears' 2nd-round draft pick in 1999 after they drafted Cade McNown? Does anybody remember? I know who it is.
Cade McNown.
Everybody's Googling.
I'm not. I'm sitting here thinking.
From
Cade McNown. Give me the college. I'll probably remember.
North Carolina. Defensive lineman.
Daryl Russell.
No.
No,
Something
Darryl Russell went to the Raiders.
It has Russell in it, though. You're
It
close.
was Russell, son Russell.
Davis.
Russell Davis. That was
Russell
it.
Davis.
Russell Davis. Sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
How about the Bears'
Russell
3rd
Davis.
round draft pick in 1998? Curtis Enos was the 1st round draft pick.
Oh, that's Roosevelt.
Nope.
No?
No.
3rd round.
Marcus Robinson.
No.
No, he was a 4th round, right?
Yeah. 3rd. You guys.
Owen Kreutz.
Yes.
Oh.
4th round draft pick.
X-Man got
But
it
I'm
before
thinking-
all of you.
4th round draft
thinking
pick that
that
same
was-
year.
That was the tight end from Oklahoma State.
Alonzo.
2nd round
May.
pick was Tony Parrish, right?
Yep. Yep.
Tony
I told this
Parrish.
story on here, but Alonzo Mays missed his flight to rookie minicamp to Chicago, and he showed up late. And the reporters met him in the locker room, and they said, "How come you weren't here for the first practice?" And his first words uttered in Chicago were, "Sometimes it just ain't your day." That's exactly how he said it. He walked away.
Where is Alonzo Mays now?
Alonzo.
I used to love that part of the Bear Report. Where
Yeah.
are they now?
Yeah.
And they'd take a bear and they'd find where they were and do a little story on them.
Yeah.
Where are they now? The Richie Pettibone story.
But here's this little drunk fool.
There he is.
Yeah, Ivan said that to me. Dude's drinking Modelo's.
Can't fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Dude's got a Modelo and a sun hat.
Yep. He was out.
He's out there weeding.
Fucking lightweight.
Ivan put him to work.
That's what you got to do. Get started early.
Damn right.
Weed that over there.
So my daughter's 3. She said, "Daddy, I can't wait to see you on Monday." I'm like, "You better buckle the fuck up. I got like a list 6 pages long. Your ass going to work, kid."
He's tilling the yard with the dog strapped
Yeah.
to the thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you see that fucking? We're going way the fuck down the vortex, but
We are.
the 2 little boys were out in their front lawn, and then the mother was out and the dog was out, and the cop stopped over at the neighbor's house. He got out of the car and the dog took off with the cop, and it's all on the security camera. The mother's like, "Oh shit, here we go," because the dog took off for the cop. So she walks down the
cop
stairs,
turns around and shoots him.
walking over to get the dog, and the cop pulls his fucking gun out and shoots through. The dog is running. The fucking cop shoots the dog 3 times, right aimed at where the fucking kids were. And the mother didn't realize that he shot, just in the chaos, didn't realize that the guy shot the dog while the dog was yelping, and then ran back, and then she sees the blood. And then she starts flipping out, and the kids start screaming, and the dog is bleeding out and literally dies right there on camera.
Oh my God, thanks.
Yes. But I was all over it was on the news and shit. I was like, holy shit, it was crazy.
Fucking terrible.
Yep.
Jesus.
Thanks, Shane.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
I've been running the rototiller out front, and just figured out why not wedge this
way down the vortex was the understatement of the night.
Never taking my dogs out again. Like, so
that turn that took an unexpected turn for $1,000, Alex.
I was not Mace. Phil was a Taylor Mays fan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I did like Taylor. I
Big-ass
didn't think it was a
6'4"
first round
safety.
guy.
No.
But yeah, I liked him. Didn't he? No, he went in the second.
I thought he went like way later, didn't he?
Fourth?
Didn't he go to like Cincinnati or something?
Seattle.
Did he?
Cincinnati. Yeah, I think you're right. Cincinnati.
See, Sherry, I'm not that smart. Phil is even questioning me.
Oh, it's one of those nights, man. We're on the precipice. We're a week away.
Yeah. All right.
We got a whole nother week until this goes. Next week, we got Brett Maley.
Brett Maley, the over-unders. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Over-under.
We have a question from Dale asking about this week.
Dale. Do you think that the week... You don't think the week going to affect the Bears? I think they're going
more than
to
a week.
Tough.
It's like what 22 days, right? That is what their layoff is, because they didn't play in the
long
KC game.
Break. I don't understand it.
We were almost gonna have to replay the Bengals game according to our thumbnail for the show, right, Ivan? But anyways, back to the question.
It is a long break.
Yeah, it is. But then, the Philadelphia Eagles, 0 snaps for any offensive starter this preseason. 0.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, well, fuck the Eagles.
Yeah, sign me up.
Sirianni on the hot seat.
Yeah,
let's bubble wrap them boys.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jerry Jones still the GM of the Dallas Cowboys. It's fucking them up too. 11 more days. It's crazy.
Right. Phil.
Yes.
Chicago Bears first round draft pick 2002.
2002.
Yep.
2002.
You need a hint? Ivan, do you have any idea?
College?
No.
College?
Boston College.
Mark Colombo.
Yeah, Mark Colombo. Yeah.
Mark Colombo.
Who was
I need the colleges, then I'll get them.
Who was their 4th round pick that year?
4th round. I need a college. I would never know.
Florida.
No, Florida.
Alex Brown.
Yeah, Alex Brown.
Yeah.
See, I could do it with the college.
How do you know, and I heard something recently where, you know how they say like the nerds are the people who read like the comic books and all of that stuff, but they were like sports fans memorize random facts and stats. So who really are the nerds?
It's like 7-Up soda, Cherie.
Making me think, yes.
7-Up soda, there's 7 ingredients in it and the bubbles go up. That's how it got their name. The more you know, girl.
7-Up.
That's right.
That I like that. I like that little this little guessing trivia.
Yeah. Hey, I'll say this.
Yeah.
Mark Colombo was playing well until he got rolled up on.
Yeah, he did. Like, I mean, he And then he had a career in Dallas, which
Yeah, it
is
was
He had a resurrection.
that
yeah.
was a catastrophic injury.
He was he had
Oh, he was huge.
small
6'8".
ankles,
Yeah.
snankles.
Smankles.
That's what he had. But he was tough. He was physical. That's what you were hoping you'd getting in him. Then you got who was the other Wisconsin tackle we took?
Gabe
Karimi.
Gabe Karimi. Talk
Yep.
about weak legs.
All right, so that was 2012.
He's running his pizza joint.
Who was the 3rd round pick that year that we took Gabe Karimi? And I know Phil fucking loved this dude. Loved him. You were
Loved
so
it.
excited.
The safety from Oregon State?
No, that was the next year, right? Brandon Harden. No, you loved this dude. Number 92 in the program for the Chicago Bears.
Number 92. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Nope, it's not hard.
2000 what?
You want me
12?
to give you? I can give you the.
Oh, another Oregon State.
Yeah, he's got him. Stephen Paya. You
There
love
it
this
is.
dude,
I
dude.
love Stephen Paya.
Yeah.
Another guy, if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he kept
He
on
got
tearing his bicep, right? I
Mhm.
think, or his pec,
Bro.
or something like that.
He was playing his best ball ever. And you were like, this is it. He's
Yeah.
getting, and he got fucked. I think he tore his leg. It was
that
in a
what it was?
preseason game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought he would be something.
Nope, was it Chris Conti?
Chris Conti. Do you remember what school he went to, Cherie?
Terrence Metcalf was the 2002 draft. That was the one we were talking about.
Chris Conti.
Later.
Where did he go to college? Ivan or Cherie?
Yep.
Who will get it?
I don't know. North Carolina.
Cherie, I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Smellifornia.
Oregon?
Wisconsin? No.
Yes, he went to Cal.
Yeah, Bill's got it. Sharman University.
For some reason, I thought he was like on the East Coast somewhere.
No, maybe
West
mentally,
Coast
but
kid.
yeah.
He had no idea where he had the revenge game when he was with Tampa.
Yeah, he did too. Yeah, and he talked a bunch of shit.
He was waving as he's running to the end zone. Was that a Cutler pick?
Of course it was.
Yeah, had to have been.
Chris Conti. He did get a lot of blame he didn't deserve on that play.
Well, that play wasn't on him.
Conti.
Yeah, they talked to Aaron Rodgers about that when he was on.
Fucking.
He was on PMT talking about it, and
what was- Lance Briggs was supposed to do something on that play. I got to look back on it.
Yeah, that's.
I broke that play down.
I thought the other safety blew the coverage. Was it Daniel
The
Manning?
old network. The old network.
Yeah.
deleted
Well,
it.
that was
No,
Daniel Manning
that
was
was
the
the
one in the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Yeah, against the Colts.
Who was the
On
other
that blown
safety on that
coverage to
blown
Reggie
coverage?
Wayne.
No, I remember that. Who's the safety? Who's the other safety on? And that played to. It was to. My God, wide receiver.
Major Right.
Was it Major
Yeah, it
Right?
might have been Major Right. I think so. Yep.
Okay.
Major Right out of Florida.
3rd round draft pick.
Major Right. If you watch Swamp Dogs, he's in there. He's like, yeah, I was running over the top. I could have played the ball. He just destroyed this dude. Absolutely destroyed. He was a hitter. Chris Harris.
Yeah. Craig Stelz, another name.
Craig
LSU.
Stelz. There was a picture with Devin Hester going into the hall. Johnny Knox, Lovey Smith. They didn't even put. Here's Craig Stelz holding his arm right around Devin. They didn't even name
Like
him.
Haas, like I don't know what Shaden gave that clue, but it sounded an awful lot like California.
Well, it's just like, hey, I'm from California, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Miss
God.
Bullet.
There's a name. The pool jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Third round
Do
draft pick.
you remember what school he played at?
Yeah, I do.
I know it. Shane seems to know it. Cherie and Ivan.
He's like, who the fuck is Jerron Gilbert?
Is it a West Coast school?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a West Coast
I
school.
know what school Thomas Jones went to.
Oh, Jake blew it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Jakey B.
5 games in the NFL.
It's all right. You knew it.
San Jose State.
I should honestly do a fucking documentary, TTNL documentary, and just take you through where the Bears' downfall was after their Super Bowl appearance, because that is where it all started, was with their drafting. They made one of their best draft picks immediately out from there in Greg Olson, and then they just got cocky. I mean, it was you're drafting dudes in the second round that didn't even make your team.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because you were good, but never played in the NFL, by the way. Second round picks, third round picks, multiple. Remember the name Michael Okwo was supposed to replace Lance Briggs? Third rounder out of Stanford, never played in the NFL.
Chris
Third round draft pick.
They end up going. Chris Straff ended up going somewhere.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
He was a
Dan
seventh rounder.
Bazine.
Yeah,
Dan Bazine.
Dan Bazine, second rounder, never played. He never played in the NFL.
Lovey's boy, the running back.
Garrett Wolf.
Yeah,
Greg Gabriel talked about that. Lovey demanded.
Greg Gabriel did that. He made all these.
I actually went to his high school for a year, Garrett Wolf. Yeah, Holy Cross High School.
Tom Waddle actually said something that I never knew. The year that the Bears drafted Joaquin Iglesias in the third round out of Oklahoma, another guy, never played a regular season snap of football for the Bears, played one snap in the NFL on special teams for the Minnesota Vikings. Third round draft pick. He went to Bears rookie mini camp out of the draft that year. Tom Waddle did. Said, who's this kid out here? And I said, oh, that's Joaquin Iglesias. He was the third round pick. And he goes, that kid? That was their third rounder? Yep. Can't play. Said it right there, rookie minicamp. 10 minutes. Can't play. Crazy.
Not
good. Crazy.
Is this true here? NBC Sports Chicago is shutting down?
Yeah, September 30th. They will be non-existent.
Jeez.
Really?
Yep.
Our boy Kenneth Davis.
Yep.
Alex Shapiro.
Josh
Rock. What is the rationale behind that?
Well, there's a new channel coming.
There is?
Yeah, it's going to be called CSN. It's not what CSN was previously, but
Chicago Sports Nightly?
No, it's going to be like they're going to bring in like the Sox, the Blackhawks, like pretty much all the teams that like not the Bears, not the Cubs, because the Cubs have their own network. The Bears are, the NFL has control of the Bears, but they're going to the White Sox, the Blackhawks. I'm pretty sure the Sky will be involved. Like all the other teams that aren't, I guess as prominent right now with like as far as their TV deals are concerned, they're not, I don't know, because like they got rid of, everybody was on WGN forever, and then they made their own.
I know, like Lawrence Holmes walked out. His last was Monday. I think he said he walked out of there for the last time.
From NBC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah. But it's just money, I guess,
Huff? Is it Huff, Mike? I thought it was Mike Haw.
Well, I huff and puff and all that stuff. I make Cherie dance and prance
Spell it.
to get
Mike-
enough.
Hooah.
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 Everybody was kung fu fighting. Do it live.
Put it in
Oh,
the.
he was fast as lightning.
Spell it out phonetically in the comments.
There it is.
Mike's like, what the fuck
Shane's
does
talking
phonetically mean?
over classic moments here.
All right, so here's Cherie's Jeopardy
That was
question.
awesome.
May Stanley, $4.99. Cherie, what player did the Chicago Bears draft from Boise State in 2000?
I do not know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Me, Mr. Connor. Me.
You know, Cherie. He's a white boy. Played
white
on
boy.
defense. He was number 99, and then they switched him to number 50. Bill Emery's first draft pick as GM.
McClellan?
Yep.
Yep.
There it is.
Jay McClellan. Yep.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
You see, I needed all those to figure out who it was.
No wonder
Like,
Cherie, no wonder Cherie likes Jeopardy so much. She's like, oh, I wish I could do that like they do. Oh, Cherie, I'd kill you at Jeopardy.
Shay,
Not at the Jeopardy. Sports Jeopardy, yes, you would.
No, any Jeopardy.
Don't.
Any Jeopardy.
Any Jeopardy challenge.
When he did that,
Do you have one
I
of those
thought-
infinity tables? You know what those infinity game tables are? They just released Jeopardy on it.
Cherie. I'll take famous movies for 100.
I'll take who's delivering my dinner for $50, please, Alex.
As long as Cherie's happy, I'm happy.
I know what college he went to.
What college?
Virginia.
There you
Who
go.
drafted him, Cherie? 2000 draft. Who drafted him? Thomas Jones.
She knows. Public
Wait.
enemy.
Cherie, you
No,
want
what did
another?
he do?
Cherie, do you want another? You want
Hint.
another hint?
Public enemy.
It rhymes
Yeah,
with
Public Enemy is the backers.
who drafted him, Cherie? Thomas Jones. I'll give you another hint. It rhymes with Arizona.
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 By the time I get to Arizona,
It's not Mike Haw. It's Mike Huff.
will he huff and puff?
I'm always
and all
skeptical
that
of the GH
F.
sound at the end of a name, Mike. That threw us off.
You should GHUCK.
Yeah. There's like a 6 in there too, I think, right? It's so fucked up.
GHUCK.
It's like a semicolon.
It's not a swear. It's
Oh,
not
boy.
a swear.
Yes. That's you got me.
Oh, that's what it is,
Yeah.
Keith.
Keith was losing a fucking spelling bee spelling my name wrong.
That's gotta be what it is.
How does
How do
Keith
you
know
come to
I'm
that?
white, by the way?
I never knew.
You don't know
One will
anything
never
about
know.
me, Keith.
Like Hawk.
Yeah. Shane's vertigo went in a long time ago.
Jeez.
All this time.
All
He
this
thi-
time.
he
Man, why
thinks
did you tell us?
He thinks I'm white. What a dumbass.
Famous divas.
Like
for
cropped his
100.
photo with his head out of the picture. Can't even figure that shit out, Keith.
This woman starred in The Bodyguard, 1998.
Oh, yeah.
Famous divas.
She wasn't black. Whitney Houston.
Ding, ding, ding.
You know people
You
will
have
take
to
you out of
say
context, Shane.
Who is
I know.
Whitney
Believe
Houston?
it.
You have to
Wait,
say.
people take things out of context in YouTube comments? I can't even believe it. I can't wait till tomorrow. This motherfucker, this dude, is he really not white?
Mike
Shane.
just got it. Arizona.
Arizona. Nice.
Ice
Mike.
T.
I think we should still call him Mike Haw.
Mike
Right.
Haw.
Mike Haw.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. We have 3
Def-
minutes left.
Defensive back drafted by the Raiders. What was his name? Also, Mike Huff. You remember that? guys?
Mike
Oh, I do
Huff.
remember him. I didn't know he was drafted by the Raiders.
HUFF.
HUFF.
Out of Texas.
Mike
Yeah.
Huff.
See, look at that.
A Mike Huffs and
He
Puffs.
caught up to us. He's in real time now.
There he is.
Bullets, Mike
Bullets
Bush
from Arizona.
Wrong position, wrong player, wrong everything.
We've got Bush. We've got
We want the
Bush
safety from Texas. Bullets gives us the running back from where was it?
Arizona.
Louisiana.
Where was Mike Bush? from?
Louisville.
Yeah.
Oh, he was from Louisville. I had him at Arizona in my head, but they're similar.
Deion Bush re-signed in Kansas City practice squad, by the way.
There you go. Kate Bush, says Scottish Bear.
Huh?
Mike Bush signed with the Bears for a minute.
Yeah. I was actually excited. That was when they
thought
went
we were gonna
through-
get some bulldozing back.
They never used him like that, though.
No.
I felt like
We went through that phase of Chester Taylor, Michael Bush.
Yeah, the second back.
Who was the kid from Virginia Tech that hurt his knee with Detroit? We brought him in.
Oh, Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones. Lewis Tillman.
Yeah. Brock Forsey, that black running back.
Edgar Bennett.
Yeah.
Edgar Bennett.
Oh, Anthony
Only dude I ever
Johnson.
saw break
Remember-
off an 88-yard run first play of the game, and he finished the game with like 13 carries for 92 yards. Edgar Bennett. And that was against Green Bay.
Do you remember Anthony Johnson?
Yeah.
Fucking, I really love that dude.
Yep.
Coming out of Notre Dame.
Anthony Johnson. Actually,
like
your Audric Estime just changed jersey numbers to number 23 for the Denver
Did he?
Broncos. Yeah.
Look at
Made
that.
the team.
Remember the kid from Notre Dame that I loved? I was like, if you move this kid, and Detroit did it. Pissed me off.
Does he have a name, or we're just not
I
going to
can't remember his name, but it sounded. I can't remember his
But he
name.
played football. That breaks it down. He never won a national title. That's easy. It's pretty much everybody at Notre Dame. Trying to think.
He was a running back. They moved him to receiver. He's a good football player. He ended up doing
Walker?
really well.
Darius Walker.
No. He's like a third down type guy. The fuck?
That Rob Daniel, Khalil Bell, that his first career, that was against Philly.
Yeah.
He busted off
Khalil
that long
Bell.
run. Yeah.
Damn. It's going to bother me all
Notre
night.
Dame.
Went to the Lions and they used him really well in the slot. And he played running back too, a little bit. Someone in the chat should know.
Chat is
Playing
slapping.
Ryan Cox, can't remember. I love this dude. Like, loved him. It's not TJ Fitzgerald. It's not TJ. Damn, it's gonna bother me. It's not Golden Tate.
Mm.
It's not Golden Tate. But in and around that era, he was a running back. Then they took him late, moved him to receiver. Can't remember who it was. Sucks.
Theo Riddick.
Theo Riddick.
Yeah.
There it is. Who got that? You?
Yeah, I just Googled it. I literally went to
Oh,
Google. I went to Google and typed in Notre Dame running back Lions move to wide receiver.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No.
Theo Riddick was one of my favorite. Like, I could see this guy playing receiver.
Keith,
And the Lions fucking did it.
we do have an update from Keith. If you're
Shame.
not white, you get in on technicality for somehow still being one of the whitest guys on YouTube.
Keith Spencer on the next TTNL.
I wonder if Keith has a race problem. I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
cut off his head on this
Yeah.
ABI. He doesn't want anyone to know who he is.
Definitely one of the strangest comments we've had in a long time. Shane thinks he's good at Jeopardy because he's white. Thank you, Keith. You seem brilliant.
And we've had some strange comments.
Yeah.
We should like stack up strange comments.
Yeah.
And Angela could read them. That'll be a segment. Strange comments on TTNL.
So
Shane is good at Jeopardy because he think he white.
Sheree, are we gonna play? Are we
No, he
playing
is white.
white Jeopardy or black Jeopardy? Because I'm only good at one.
Riddick coming up.
Oh yeah,
That was a good movie,
Mm.
Mike. You're right.
Chronicles. Oh
Oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah. Pitch Black.
Love.
yeah, yeah. That's the perfect one. Can I take What is White Guy for 2000, Alex?
Who sang You're Pretty Fly for a White Guy? Sheree, what group sang that song?
Oh, everybody
Oh,
say goodbye to
yeah.
Keith. See you, Keith.
Oh my God, Keith.
Wow.
Yeah,
Even Sheree thinks
yeah. Keith, before we let you go, buddy, your grandmother's a useless cunt. Just like your mother.
oh no. He did.
Bye,
Oh, I'm
Keith.
sorry, Keith.
Bye, Keith.
Singing bye,
See you,
bye,
Keith.
Mr. Keith guy.
It's been a while since you had to do that, huh, Shane?
Yeah, but she is. I mean, she was useless. I fucking you know.
Still you have-
Keith is like, get off my grandmother. And I said, what time you want the bitch back? So, you know.
Oh my God. All I wanted to
the
talk
comments
about
are going to be
Theo
so
Rip.
fun tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
Let's keep it at 100 here on
Yep.
TTNL. Well, the Bears are 11 days away from kicking it off. Next week, we got the
Oh.
great Brett Maley from History Channel.
We did get,
Yeah, we
Real
got
quick.
some.
yeah, this was sent to us today. I forgot to talk about this real quick.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
Was it
Keith's
my-
mother did not wipe.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm like, is that a mustache or you should go clean up? You filthy bitch. Where did
I'm just a fan. You must have been at the top of your fucking class.
So somebody sent me a screenshot. I never open up the comments on a Bears press conference because it's usually Don Burr, but somebody wrote Swifty left, bro. Swifty just leave, bro. We all know you wanted Fields. And Swifty did respond to him. He said, no, I watched more Caleb tape than anyone you know, but thanks for telling me what I wanted.
Nope.
It's interesting.
God. It's just like you're full of
Oh,
shit
shit.
and you're doubling down on being full of shit.
That's my thing because people change their mind all the time. Like that's not that unheard of. God, why do y'all do that? But
Angela.
it's the denying it. Like, okay, be like, yeah, man, I was a fan, but you know, shit happens, and you know, it's just own up to it instead of just completely
that's the
denying
thing.
it. Like stuff
Yeah.
don't exist on the internet.
Can't like everybody. There's been lots of people that I didn't like that the Bears drafted and vice versa. But it is what it is.
And once they're wearing a uniform, you're gonna cheer for them anyway. So it's okay to be like, oh man, I didn't want them to draft this guy. Like, I mean,
Exactly. If you're a Bears fan, you want
Got
them to.
more respect for you if you own the
Damn right.
mistake
Yeah.
than pretending that you didn't put your face all over the place saying that dumb shit.
Be like me coming up here and say, I don't know who the fuck Deshaun Kaiser is. You guys hear how much I hate Notre Dame, and I was a fucking Deshaun Kaiser fan. For Christ, what does that say? crazy.
He went, I'll just say this. He went and talked that shit about TTNL while we championed the tape of Caleb Williams. And you said Justin Fields is the man. Now you didn't. I don't know if you can be any kind of fan of somebody who does that kind of shit. I'm just sorry. I mean, just if there's a God, I don't know how God can watch this kind of manipulation of things and be okay with that. It's like it's okay to admit you're wrong or you were wrong. We all make mistakes. We've talked about it many times. But when you don't, yeah, Phil and Shane take a big fucking issue with it.
Like Sonny, we could be cool, but he's put
Shut the fuck up, Sonny,
he
please.
clipped Phil and some fucking bullshit and try to use his words against him when it was completely wrong. Like he tried to say Phil
I mean,
was.
you know, you don't have to explain it.
I know,
right?
but it's just there's so much that you have to like. There's so much there that if you can't see why we're upset or why Phil's upset, why I'm like, come on, bro. Like, just go look at how they talk about us out there. Like, let's be real. Why should we be upset?
Exactly. I will never tap the brakes on it. It'll always be a comedy show for me because I can call a fraud when I see it. I know football. I'm not going to tell you I know how to do Excel spreadsheets and those algorithms of Excel. I just don't know how to do that shit. I'm always impressed. I don't got any issue with it. I want people to be able to do it, but I know I can watch film and show you the truth. And I stand up for that. Our resume here speaks for itself, and we actually own mistakes. So the integrity issue stands for itself. I'll never threaten violence on that shit.
Yeah. Well, just like that was just recently too. I hope they show up to Chicago. I'll show them both what a real man is.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
the kind of maturity level you're dealing with. Is sad. So yeah, we're gonna call it out. We're gonna take issues with cornballs, and we will continue to do that.
And we'll be there.
Yes, we will. We'll go to Chicago, and I'll hang out with Tay Tay.
Yeah, Tay Tay. Tay Tay got my back.
Tay Tay better be there.
Bill is someone.
That would have to be like a.
I know how to do some Excel.
Oh my
but
god!
I don't know how to do all those fucking equations.
That would be like the Fast and the Furious Part 12. Bill's finally moving on.
Excel. The Snuffy and the Huffy. We'll stick with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Time to end this show.
Right. We'll get out of here. We've seen these.
We've
seen this dude.
So the jerseys are fixed.
Well, hopefully.
No, they are sending them Rush. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully we get him. I'm not holding much hope out that they'll arrive by this Friday. It'll probably be next week.
We'll end on a positive note.
Let's end on a positive.
Right. You know, everybody, we love music. We love being happy. Let's just everybody get up and we can all dance.
Oh, that is just